how can I say that? How can I say that? This is mainly like a research episode because the predictions for tomorrow when it comes to SummerSlam. We live right now, so it's all good.
Da 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 da. This is the Sandman special.
Yeah,
Pre-SummerSlam edition.
yeah. I am the outlet of the show. They call me Radical Red.
And he's ripped, chiseled, and jacked.
Yeah, and we are gonna talk about SummerSlam 2023, dude.
Cause Roy's his friends.
Steroid sandwiches is friends, baby.
Take your vitamins.
Yeah, and shove a steroid needle up your poop chute because we will talk about SummerSlam 23, dude.
And we call the poop shoot the Pat Patty edition.
Yeah, B, you already know, Blaze. We the ones and they the bums. What y'all dealing with, brethren? Yeah, buddy. Council Roundtable, B. Episode 137. 137. Appreciate that, yeah. The intro was gnarly, man. We like to sniff coke off breast, man. Alright. Pull up, pull up. Y'all know the vibes. We the ones, they the bums. Speaking of that, we gotta talk about who is going to be the tribal chief this coming SummerSlam. Who's gonna win that match? Who's gonna win Tribal Combat? Dun, 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 dun. You already know, B. 7 people in the building. Come on, B. 7 likes. It's only right. Open up the floodgates early, buddy. All right, I see y'all. I see y'all. What's good, ballet? I see all of you. I see all of y'all. Let's get it. Let's not waste no time with it. Let's go.
Yo, it's Giddy.
I gotta wake up early tomorrow. God damn it.
What's good? That pure Columbia Coke. Who's
Yeah,
smoking that?
That fucking word almost fucked you up a little bit right there.
Coke. You missed the intro.
Who's smoking that?
You missed the intro. Rewind it back. Go to the intro.
Yeah, you gotta see the beginning. You gotta hear the beginning.
That's why I wrote down what I wrote down.
Nate, what's going on? TKO, what's goody?
Good.
Yo.
It was goody.
So, SummerSlam tomorrow, huh?
Man. We're gonna be here for it. We're gonna be here for SummerSlam tomorrow, man.
Hopefully
I'm not excited, believe it or not.
I'm not gonna lie. The thing with me about pay-per-views is I keep my expectations nowadays very, very low. That way, when things That way, if it is and it ends up being whack, I'm not completely disappointed.
Well, that's the thing about all these pay-per-views or PLEs. They
I'm
be
never
good
gonna
for
call
the
it
most
PLE.
part. It be the weekly shows you gotta fucking swim through.
Yeah, but Sam, man, just think about this. At this exact time a year ago, Triple H supposedly took over, right? And what everybody was waiting for, that second shoe to drop. Now that Vince is under investigation, because let's face it, it's not back surgery. He's under fucking investigation.
Yeah.
Because of that, expectations are back to being low again. Now the anticipation is building, and you're hopeful that it's a good show, but you're thinking that second shoe is about to drop. And if that second shoe drops and you're heartbroken again, will any of these people come back? I think not.
Yeah, yes, they will. Yeah, because they came back from before. They always gonna come back because the money's always there.
And furthermore, I also think that fans sometimes set themselves up for their own disappointment because they have such high expectations.
AOB. Virgo Bay.
So I'm going into this with low expectations. I'm hoping for a good show, but
It's gonna be good.
it's just something is telling me something weird is going to happen.
Usually that's a good thing.
Like I heard that this dude Jimmy's gonna come through and pull the whole swerve.
Yeah.
If that happens, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
And that'll give Jay something to do for the winter, for the fall. He'll go through the rivalry with Jimmy. Jay and Jimmy will have that rivalry during the fall.
But shouldn't they postpone this to Mania?
Say that for WrestleMania 40, because that's a match that should be there.
Nah, that's not a WrestleMania match. Well, not right now.
Like have it lead off Mania or something like that.
Nah, like they can go through that. They can go through that during the fall winter seasons or whatever.
So basically, it's going to be a Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm stretching it. Like I'm giving WWE a little bit
too much credit.
Yeah, for them to even pull that off for the fall and the winter time.
Then that whole thing with Tony Khan today. Good freaking
hell. Was good, Wolfpack.
What did Coke Boy do today?
Well, he's a sexist. That's what he is.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, how do you figure? Wait, you mean that? You mean that
black women?
No, Black Star told me. Black Star showed me the proof, and I looked online. He's gonna tell y'all what's online, not online, but it's proven. Go ahead and explain, Black Star.
Well, basically, here's what happened. There's this woman named Lufisto. I think she's like some white French Canadian chick.
Oh, I know. I knew you were going to talk about this.
And she brought up something on her Twitter account saying that Brit was being Brit, and there was this meeting between Brit, I think it was Ruby Soho, and Tony Khan talking about what's her name, Mexican chick.
Oh,
Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa.
I thought they debunked that already.
No, it's about the Thunder Rosa situation.
Like apparently now there's confirmation from her saying that all that happened, which means that some of it's true. We don't know how much of it is true.
I won't be surprised either. Like it's always going to be politics and wrestling, it don't matter what it is, WWE, AEW, fucking
Exactly.
Impact, it's always going to be politics.
Impact.
Then the
But
women's
we always rip WWE apart. Guess what? Black Star telling, explaining and stuff. Tony Khan deserves to. It's partially it's Tony Khan, Britt Baker. Uh, uh, they all need to get blamed. Go ahead and finish Black Star.
then Lufisto found out about it.
What type of shit? Oh, y'all kidding play or some shit like that? Like, why? You know what? Go ahead.
Update.
No, like I was quiet, letting him
Hey,
talk.
Donna, go ahead.
Okay. So Lufisto found out about this meeting, wanted to talk to Tony Khan. And Tony Khan didn't answer the door, apparently because he was part of this meeting. Then came a match. I think it was on Dark. And it was Lufisto and two other chicks, Sky Blue and Ruby Soho versus three other chicks. I don't know who the fuck their names are.
I ain't gonna lie. Come on now, get to it, B. You're killing me over here.
Then the match happened. Goldust went to Lufisto and started complaining about the match, saying that, hey, you missed your mark, you did this, you did that wrong, you did this wrong. And then Lufisto said, hey, I was on the ring apron. They told me to stay on the ring apron.
No offense, though, but if we're really going to be honest, Lufisto really isn't that good.
I'm not taking Solo's spot. That's his spot.
First of all, that lady Lufisto needs to change her name. That sounds too sexual.
Yeah, pretty much.
And second of all, I've seen her matches. She's really not all that good.
Exactly. That's the one that always complains. The ones that suck. You know, they're being held down. No, you suck.
Exactly. Like some people have it and some don't. Like you're just not. She's not all that good. Like, and that's why part of the reason. Exactly. No one has. And that she was on one episode of AEW as an enhancement talent.
She's apparently an indie darling.
She's an indie darling, but she's not all that good at all. And that's part of the reason why I think she did all this, because Tony wouldn't sign her.
But hey, what if it's true?
If it's true, then
what if someone backs her up on this? I doubt that anyone's going to back her up on this.
It's got to be. She's got to have. If she's got to have somebody like legit back her on this one for this to be true. And I doubt it.
Apparently, according to the Twitter thread, she talked to an AEW wrestler who didn't want her name put on this, and she said that yo, if you're going to say something, I'll back you on this. Again, we don't know who that person is, but we shall see who backs her up on it.
Shit, man. Anyway, I don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all almost put me to sleep. What is that? What we talking about right there? What was that?
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Oh my god. Anyway,
what the fuck was that? What was that? Anyways, let's move on.
Back to SummerSlam.
What about Mephisto and shit? I'm like, I don't know no goddamn Mephisto.
Mephisto.
Yeah, yo, Nate, what's going on, my dude? Like,
I'm gonna just leave it at this, y'all. None of us knew her name before this Twitter shit, so let's just keep it like that.
Like, well, I don't even know about the Twitter shit. Like, oh, don't you mean X? Isn't it called X now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed it to X. What the fuck was that about?
Nothing.
I don't think no women's gonna reveal their name about this until they either is released from AEW or leave AEW. You know how it is. When the people is under a company, they is not gonna say nothing until they get released or leave the company.
And that's the other thing too. People be thinking that what's her name again? Jay Cargill leaving AEW. Jay Cargill ain't going nowhere. She know what she doing. Her contract is about to be up soon, so she's spreading that word.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Get that big bag. She's trying to get the Young Bucks bag.
What's
Also,
the
No
point of
one's
her?
going to get that bag.
What's the point of her resigning? She gonna be right back where she at. She's never gonna be a AEW Women's Champion as long as Britt and
How you know that? You
Britt.
don't know that. And then why would she just leave
Nah,
AEW off after just one loss? She only lost once.
Exactly.
you.
she's literally been one of the most protected women that they have on
Yeah,
that roster.
why would she just get up and just leave? That don't make no sense.
Nope.
It's been 4 years, and there still haven't been not a top black main event over there. So
Okay.
that's what.
She's in Rome.
What about
That's another
Yeah,
that's another thing I don't understand. Though.
don't you can't hurt yourself because there's not really much black people at the top of the card at AEW. So yeah, that is a fact. But
be acclaimed?
But that doesn't mean times don't change. Remember, WWE was the same way.
Yeah,
WWE just now, within the recent 10 years, they started to push black people to the top of the card as champions and shit like that.
Yeah, I brought that up on Wednesday.
WWE wasn't doing that shit.
Yeah, I brought that up on Wednesday. When Triple H took over NXT, there's always been a person of color.
Yeah, exactly.
Around the top of the card.
You know why WWE does that? Because a lot, like the last 15, 20 years at wrestling shows, they used to have cards you used to have to fill out. So they probably know a lot of their viewers are Black Americans, so they're probably gonna start pushing their stars, you know.
Yeah, like they just now started doing all that shit. So we can't say that about AEW. Well, you can't say that about AEW because they're going to do what they're going to do right now. You know what I mean? That's not to say that they're gonna be the same way in the near future. Especially when you got these dudes coming into play now, like what's these dudes? Warner and all them or Discovery.
Yep.
They about to come through and change the game. Wait next year. Next year, AEW is gonna be very different. There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna get fired. WWE too. There's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers that's gonna get fired, B. You're gonna be seeing a lot of motherfuckers going to Impact and what's the other shit again? MLW and shit. And there's no knock to them. It needs to be like that. They do need to spread out more. Everybody don't need to be on WWE or AEW.
That I agree with Sandman. I agree with Sandman with the wealth needs to be spread.
Yeah.
You can't have two companies at the top and then the lower spot, the middle class is dirt poor.
Yeah, some motherfuckers NXT. There's nothing wrong with that. Like everybody can eat. There's so much motherfuckers out there. Everybody should be eating.
That's probably why Impact don't get the respect it should because they don't got
and
all
that's
the
crazy too, because Impact got a lot of great talents on their roster.
It's their TV. That's what sucks with Impact and no TV deal. They need a good TV deal.
If one person I think would leave and would do great would be Moose, but Moose is again too loyal. He's just like AJ.
Yeah, Moose is bugging.
Yeah. I would have loved to have seen Moose at the beginning stages of AEW. Like I think he would have been a beast. Honestly, Moose is actually a lot better than people give him credit for.
I like that spear he does with the little front flip that he does at the end of it.
Yeah.
That's the same spear Bobby Lashley did.
I think Bobby Lashley did that spear first before Moose, but
really?
Moose
He did it with the front flip?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think he might have did it first. I'm not sure, but either way, they both do it pretty good. So.
Also, I told Black Star this. I think Cody can beat Reigns with the Crossroads because do y'all remember in the Indies, the AEW, he did this Crossroads when he was fight the opponent on their head when he was doing it. That looked dangerous. It's in the AEW game. When you pick Cody in, a person does the Crossroads, you see him doing the spike right into it. Y'all hear me?
I'm looking at something. Give me 1 second, y'all. Y'all keep on going.
All right, go ahead.
But
Go ahead. I'll be right back.
y'all hear me?
Oh, I just got a word that the women for AEW, they're going to have LuFisto versus El Bendovero next week on Dynamite. There you go.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
LuFisto. They got the stupidest names.
Can y'all hear me?
El Fisto.
1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought I was only one here.
Yeah,
Nah.
that's my bad, y'all.
I'm not watching
But-
Summer Snore tomorrow. I'm going to watch Collision.
Oh please, you know you're not gonna watch back and forth. You're not just gonna watch SummerSlam, man. No,
As soon as Collision's done, I'll go switch over to SummerSlam. There we go.
that's just exactly what I said. Like,
Yeah, I know, but I pretty much missed the whole SummerSlam because I don't want to fall asleep at work and get fired, So.
Shoot, I might end up watching SummerSlam at work. Shit.
Summer pillow.
well, you keep saying that, but every single watch party we have, that should be good when it comes to
I know.
all the WWE PLEs. Like we be having a good time here.
But
I'm
that's the
never
thing
gonna
about
call
WWE
pay-per-views
program.
PLEs.
You have to have low expectations, So there you go.
I know I definitely do.
Hey, did y'all hear what I said? Did y'all hear what I said about Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Cody?
Like, I was saying that I think he can beat Reigns with the Crossroads because I was saying, do you remember him doing the Crossroads in the Indies, AEW, how he would do this spike right in the movie and stuff? That I was looking, I kept on looking at his indie matches and stuff and how he would hit it. I was like, I came up with the assumption, yeah, he can win with that, especially if
Dude,
he hits Reigns.
Hogan won matches with a leg drop. Cody can win with a crossroad. Come on. Jesus Christ.
Now the current crossroads,
Fucking leg drop.
the current crossroads, he can't be Reigns with. He's rolling.
God.
He's rolling.
You talking about two different eras with that.
What are you talking about?
Now, which is better? What do you guys think's better, the Crossroads or a Blade Runner? I like the Blade Runner more.
Yeah, the Blade Runner is better.
Yeah, I like it.
The way Jay White does it.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yo, don't this dude Ludwig Kaiser roll do the same move?
No,
Kaiser
his move is like a DDT.
It looks like the Blade Runner.
It's not though. It's like Kaiser's
Isn't the
move
Blade
is
Runner the shit that Jay White does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bray does the Blade Runner.
Yeah, Bray does it.
It's like the sister Abigail. That's what it's basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ludwig Kaiser roll, his shit look a little similar.
Are you sure he does it?
He does something that looks similar, but it's like a DDT the way he does it. It's
okay, so it's kind of like it's a mixture of the Crossroads and the Blade Runner.
It's a mixture of the Blade Runner and the Sister Abigail, except he drops you on your head, not your face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think his tag team partner. I think his tag team partner got a finisher better than him. What's his name? What's his tag team partner name?
This dude, Giovanni Vinci.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got this little power bomb where he picks you up over his head, and it's like an elevation power bomb. It's like the Undertaker's power bomb, but
It's
he
like
puts
an
it.
elevated.
Like the
It's
last
like an
ride.
elevated last
Yeah,
ride.
the
Yeah.
last ride.
Yeah,
But
he
yo,
puts
I ain't gonna lie,
extra.
Nate. I ain't
I
gonna
like
lie,
their
That's
Nate.
the
finish.
hype.
Like I like
You,
their
you,
tag team finisher.
you
That
be on
they
you be
throw.
on some bullshit, Nate, because we be here doing the AEW watch parties and shit. You never showed up for one of them
I can't watch AEW program and be on my phone with you guys at the same time.
because you
I don't
stay
have.
talking. You stay talking man shit about WWE. You pull up and talk man shit about WWE, but
Oh
but
my
we
god.
be here talking about AEW.
The last watch
I can't multitask. I can't do two things on my phone at once. I'm on my Chromebook
Have a
anymore.
Yeah,
laptop.
I noticed
No,
that.
I gave it to
I
my
know.
friend. She needed one, so I gave it to her. I didn't
I,
use it because I
I
couldn't use
noticed
it.
that, and I know you've been here for like 11 years and stuff. Because Sandman told me, but I noticed that you show up when we here when we um bash WWE when they deserve it, but when we got to bring up the problems with AEW, we got to do both parts. If we want wrestling to be good, we got to do both parts.
Yeah.
You don't show
Oh,
up.
no, I'll
We,
say that. I shit on AEW. I always say like their women's division has problems. That fucking TNT title's a joke. They're not a perfect company. I give credit to both companies if they
You know
do
the
something well.
problem. You know the problem with
Oh please,
Yeah, I
you
do.
you rarely give WWE credit.
Yeah, I did. I said the last couple pay-per-views have been pretty good when we were watching them before. I
Yeah,
said their shows have
like
been
I
pretty
ain't gonna
good.
lie. That's the thing
I
on
don't get on them.
WWE, right?
Yeah,
It's like
it's good to watch it.
their pay per views or PLEs can't call it pay per views anymore.
Yeah,
They
they've been
PLEs.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, and but the rest of the week we
But
trash.
yeah,
It's
that's the
like
thing.
you
That's the
want to
thing.
know.
How can you go from a great pay per view to shitty shows on Monday and Friday? It's like who the fuck's writing? It's like different people are
You want to
writing these
know the
shows.
true reason why the pay per views are good?
I don't know. You
Because,
gotta please the fans that are paying the big money.
no.
The crowd.
It's because of this. It's because storylines, the storylines leading up to it leads to the pay per view, right? So the pay
Yeah,
per
for
view
sure.
is the show, just to show
Yeah.
your work.
Exactly.
The show is the homework. The TV shows are the homework. The pay per views are the test. And
Yeah, but their homework
true.
sucks on Monday and Friday sometimes.
Yeah,
It's like,
they're always gonna
and
pass
that's
that.
and that's why I hated doing homework when I was in school.
I did in
yeah,
study hall. I didn't bring homework.
I
It's
gotta be
basically the
honest.
same shit. That's a great motherfucking comparison because homework when it comes to that homework sucks. Like watching Raw,
Yeah.
it sucks. You got this motherfucker here, Cody Rhodes, getting his ass whipped in front of his mom's, and then the very next week he want to shake his hand.
Hey, somebody made a good point about the Cody Rhodes documentary. They was like, if WWE would have just did the documentary lead up to WrestleMania 39, people would have got on board even more about him winning at WrestleMania 39. They would have
Sky
did
Blue.
documentary.
Sky Blue gets a lot of TV time because their fucking ass is hot. That's why.
A lot of women get airtime because they're fucking hot. That ain't nothing new.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly. It's logic
We was
booking.
talking about this bitch. What's her name? That Donald Duck looking bitch. What's her name again?
What the fuck?
What's her name? What's her name again? From the female DX group. The one that was Tony Storm.
Tony Storm, yeah.
I thought
Tony
you
Storm.
were say
Oh,
Sabrina.
Tony Storm.
I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about, she thick as hell, Tony Storm.
Hell yeah. I like
she
it.
look like fucking Donald Duck.
Yeah, but she got a nice ass. Look at that.
Right, they always
thought
put chicks like that on TV. They think that's all they worth. And I'm like, fuck it, go all the way with it.
Question
Yeah.
for
Nate,
everybody.
They like the bra and panties matches and shit. At least they know how to fight.
Question for
Yeah,
everybody
watch-
here.
Did you watch Rampage, Nate?
No. What?
Question for everybody here. Though.
I'm kind of watching. I'm kind of watching Rampage right now.
I was about to say, y'all watch Rampage but won't watch NXT. That is crazy.
Question
But
for
that's the
you,
thing.
Vegeta.
There's too
Really
much
don't watch.
wrestling going on within the week. Like I don't got that much time.
I go on YouTube, watch the clips. Probably, the next day.
Yeah, I do.
I
Me
watch
too. I do shit
Rampage.
like that. Yeah.
I watch Rampage sometimes if there's like a match I want to see, like
Or it's
tonight.
live. If
I'm
it's
kind
live,
of
I'll watch
curious.
it.
I'm kind of curious about their match, their main
Like
event tonight.
I just flipped on to Rampage. Big Show looks depressed.
Jeez.
They're
He still
about
has
to.
a job.
Yeah, he's doing backstage stuff.
He's a
He's supposed to
broadcaster.
bring-
He looks depressed.
He's supposed to bring that Captain Insano character back. I don't know when he's doing that.
I want
Really?
to see that.
He's
Nobody
I-
wants
forcing,
Been
this
talking
fucker is
about
forcing a smile.
They're doing a parking lot fight on Rampage. It's the BCC versus the Best Friends.
That's the fakest smile
Yo,
I've
this
seen.
dude's in another hardcore match. Yo, they're gonna die next year. You know what the fuck is wrong with these dudes?
How many
They have
times do I
fucking
gotta
hardcore
tell
matches
you,
every single
bro?
week.
Bro, how many times do I gotta tell you? Moxley lives for the death matches. I
Sandman.
told you
Doing
that
too
man's not
much.
going.
Like,
And you
in a
want
way,
to,
I
and
get
you
it, but it's like my dude. Even Mick Foley wasn't doing that shit every single week.
Sandman.
and you want a Shield reunion. Good lord.
Yeah,
Sandman, what
I
I
do
tell
want
you.
that. If anything, the Shield is more safe.
Sandman, what did I tell you?
Speaking of the Shield,
What did I tell you on Wednesday?
Let's do that
Bro,
AEW.
Swerve and
Okay.
AR Fox may be the best duo, going right now, bruh. This is the best Swerve.
Remember, I was saying that shit. I was saying like, yo, AR Fox, he just needs some direction.
No, but I like it though. I like it because they played into their history. Swerve, AR Fox, Darby, this new dude Nick Wayne. They played
They're
into
facing
all their
bugs.
history. I like it.
You gotta do.
But Sandman, what did I tell you? What did I tell you on Wednesday that Tony Khan's on the extra strength Peter Colombian Cup. So
Yeah.
This nigga
since he's
here.
done that, that's the reason why we're having hardcore matches on a weekly basis because he hasn't cut his cocaine yet.
Yeah, this nigga, man, he doing the most, man. This dude, Mox, be like you just had 2 hardcore matches in 1 week. Why?
Because he's Mox. That's why, man. He'll do this. He'll do a hardcore match every week.
I'm gonna predict for All In, they're gonna do like a fucking London bar brawl or some shit match. I guarantee. They'll do something crazy.
Yo, I'm telling you, he's gonna bring back the scaffold match.
Bro, if they bring back the scalp, oh god, somebody's definitely dying in that.
As long as Vic Rhyme is not there, it'll be okay. Ah!
Nah, as long as Nick,
So it's safe to say that Moxley sucks unless he does hardcore matches.
Dude, he's not gonna even see his daughter graduate high school at this rate. He'll be in a wheelchair. Fucking Moxley. He don't care.
Riz, this is ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? Relax.
You know who I'm thinking God is not alive? No,
He's more hardcore than hard. He's more hardcore than hardcore hard. He should be hardcore Moxley. That's what his name.
He wants to
Yo, I just got an idea. Got an idea. You know what? Fuck that. Bring this dude Hobbs on the Combat Club. Bring him with
Hobbs and the BCC.
That would absolutely work.
That would kill.
Have him as, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that. The token black dude that just wrecks shit.
Have him be the bodyguard, that big black bodyguard.
Right.
Yeah,
like have him just wreck shop. And, and switch up his name. Give him the name Hacksaw Hobbs.
Hacksaw
Hobbs. Yeah, but Hobbs will come and think he's in the BBC. That's what he'll probably think, you know.
Nate, stop stealing my ideas because I was about to say.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you already know. Marcus,
the check's in the mail.
Marcus
Don't worry about it.
Everything. He's like the Black Jericho.
The check's in the mail.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Hobbs doing BCC, he probably be thinking of something else. He'll probably be thinking, "Oh, this the club where we get to smash white chicks."
Yep.
Bro,
he wants to do way too much bleeding. Yeah, and it's like I'm not
Mox
gonna lie.
really
If you
loses.
think of it, when he was getting saucy from before, saucy mean like when he liked to sip liquor and all that. Like he wasn't having hardcore matches all the damn time.
Sip of
He
liquor.
was
He was
he was
taking
having
gulps.
he was having them. He was, but now it's like more excessive.
Fuck sipping. He's taking gulps.
Like my dude,
He
like why
was
when you got sober, you sobered up. Now you want to do more hardcore matches? It's like
Motherfucker was
Are
drinking
you
liters.
some
sure he's
motherfucker
not?
he's
angry. He be
he's
thinking
a
like,
Are
oh,
you
motherfucker, I
sure?
can't drink. I'm gonna kill somebody in here.
That's it. That's it. Hit it
Are
right
you
there.
sure he's
You
not?
can't
I
drink.
can't drink. I'm gonna kill somebody.
That's it.
Hey, are y'all sure he's not on that Colombian stuff that Tony Khan be sniffing?
Nah, he I think he just chilled out because remember he used to be drinking heavy and shit like that. You would see, like if Mox was back on the sauce or doing anything else.
Know who would have loved AEW? New Jack would have loved AEW because of the amount of coke that Tony
Wasn't he
Khan.
supposed to? He was supposed to go to AEW, right? Like right
He was?
before right before he
No,
passed, he was supposed to do like not like a run, just like a appearance here and there.
He would have supplied Tony Khan with the coke.
oh Lord, you and this coke, man.
It's true.
I'm starting to think that you're the one selling it now.
Yeah,
Nah,
he be promoting coke pockets.
No, he just
I don't.
he
I don't do any of that shit.
he just knows when everybody knows that somebody's on cocaine.
He sound like that. He sound like that parody from Family Guy. Coke. Coke. Are you sniffing? Are you sniffing yet? Are you sniffing yet?
You got me, TKO. I'll give you that.
Oh
I'll give you
man.
that.
Hey, but I think Tony Khan be putting gunpowder in his stuff because I used to watch 1,000 Ways to Die, and
Oh,
it was
That was
this
my shit.
scene that
Oh, that was a
like,
good show. That was a funny show.
Yeah, that was my shit right there. 1,000 Ways to Die.
yeah,
Where's
I
that
was
rock at?
saying though, there was this scene that you had this African guy, and he put gunpowder in his cocaine, and he sniffed it, but he died because it was like the glass.
Like, hold on, wait. He said he put gunpowder in his cocaine
Yeah,
and sniffed
that's what
it.
they do, and
that's it.
It's
that's what
like,
they do.
what did he expect to happen?
There was that one. There was
Fucking
that one.
monologue.
Yeah, there was that one guy. The Russian dude chewing the gum. He dipped it in some nitrate, citrus nitrate, and he blew his fucking mouth up because he fucked it up. Yes, sir. Some shit. I'm like,
Hey,
damn.
this a good conversation. What about the guy who sat down and put a battery charger on a heart and started pounding?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh my
The
Lord.
homemade liposuction. I remember my favorite one was a guy when he peed on the electric fence. His fucking dick blew up and he flew. And the headline was the headline was roasted wiener. I love the
He deserved that. He deserved that to happen to him. I'm sorry.
oh yeah,
'cause
that was
if you've
stupid.
had anyone who's ever been around an electric fence, you could literally feel the heat when you walk up to
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the sparks,
Yep.
the sparks and shit be flying. Like, like
You can
Oh,
hear
what
it too.
about
You can hear like a humming noise too from it. Like oh shit.
what about the guy who was showing off for this like female neighbor, and he was trying to cut some weeds or something, and he had this an extension cord attached to his I think it was the trimmer, the grass trimmer, and start swinging it back and forth across his head, and he actually cut his head off.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah, good
You
Lord.
see that one? The guy robbed the lady's purse. He goes and then he goes into like a fucking car wash thing. He hits the back of his head and this blows up because it filled up with water. His head blew up.
Yo, like remember this one shit? This ain't from 1,000 Ways to Die. Like, but it's a little similar to it. You remember that commercial Harold and Kumar was watching? Y'all watch Harold and Kumar from before, right?
Yeah, I seen some of their shit.
I haven't
What?
watched it.
Y'all know about Harold and Kumar go to White
Yeah,
Castle?
I seen it a long time ago.
Oh
Yeah, it's probably been
man,
a long time.
I was watching that Half Baked
Jesus
one. Remember?
Christ! Y'all don't know about Harold and Kumar? You know what? I'm disappointed in you.
I was watching Half Baked the other day. That clip when he goes out with the
That
girl
shit was funny.
They had the change
Wait,
thing.
hold on. How you didn't watch Harold and Yeah, yo. After this show, I'm telling you, watch Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. That shit is fucking hilarious.
How High was funnier than Harold and Kumar though.
You said
Yeah.
what?
How High?
Yeah,
Which
come
one?
on. That's how
Which
high.
one?
Come on now.
Yeah.
Which one?
I like Half
Only
Baked.
thing that's okay. What do you think was better, How High or Friday?
Friday. No
Friday.
I
doubt.
like Friday.
You think Friday was better than How High?
Yeah.
Half Baked was good. Half Baked.
I
was
think
good.
How High is better. I think How High is more better than Friday.
Friday? Is you
Yeah.
serious?
I'm not saying Friday sucked. I'm not saying that at all, but I love Friday, but How High, I think How High is more
I mean, I would.
well-rounded,
I mean,
like,
I
when it
would.
comes to everything.
I mean, I would put How High. I would put How High over next Friday, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
about it.
next Friday it
Friday was
wasn't
funny
all
too.
that special. It wasn't all that special. Friday after next was the best too.
I heard
That
they're
dude-
going to come out with another Friday movie, but they're so old now. It's going to be called Saturday because they're so fucking
Shut
old.
up.
Honestly, I'm scared. Honestly, I don't even want another Friday movie,
Yeah, it's a
especially
wrap. We don't need it.
especially after seeing How High Part 2. I'm like,
Oh
why?
God!
I'm like, why?
Didn't have these dudes. Who was it?
It was DC
DC
Young
Young
Fly
Fly.
and Little Yachty.
No, yeah. Oh my God!
I was like, why? I was hoping I hope those paychecks were big enough because holy shit, that was terrible.
Valet, you didn't like
Mad
Next
Hatter.
Friday? I like Next Friday. Next Friday was my shit. I
It was
like
okay.
all the Fridays, but the first Friday was the best one.
When
Yeah.
Sandman. when Sandman
Next Friday was kind of weak. It was kind of weak.
With Sandman
It
sent me
wasn't
that
bad.
uppercut. Sent me that
It
uppercut by
wasn't
Debo.
bad.
The shit with Debo.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
Debo.
Yeah, yo, they got Debo at 2K23.
Nice.
Yeah, as Zeus, as his wrestling character Zeus. I remember that.
No, but you could put his attire on him with the same attire he was wearing in Friday.
Yeah,
I'm a person.
Yeah,
I never
I
went
was
so hard.
gonna say.
I'm a person.
He had like that Conan look. Conan.
I'm a person.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he could ride the bike. He could ride the bike to the ring.
yeah.
I'm a personally
I saw that.
down
Yeah, I
there.
saw that. That was crazy.
I'm gonna make him a 99 overall personally, and make him just beat up everybody.
Okay,
I
recap
saw
on
that Friday in
Rampage
the
here.
movie. Friday was
It's about-
Friday was definitely better.
Recap
Yeah.
on Rampage right now. It's about 25 seconds into the parking lot brawl, and Trent Beretta immediately started bleeding.
Yeah, Mox is stabbing dudes. Mox loves stabbing dudes in the head with a fork, don't he?
Oh yes,
He
does.
did. Remember, he said that. He said
Yeah.
that during the interview. He said he loves stabbing people.
I know.
That's
I mean,
not
I
murder.
know he do. Mox
That's-
damn near tried to kill Kenny Omega with that better nail. So I get it.
I wanted to do. He go around stabbing cats when he was younger.
It wouldn't
One person-
surprise me.
One person who doesn't belong in this group is Cesaro. He does not belong in this.
Yeah, he's more
group.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You might be right. I don't think Cesaro fits them.
I mean, it depends. I mean, as far as the hardcore wrestling style, he doesn't. But
Yeah,
far
he
as-
don't. Like I will switch him for Hobbs, Hacksaw Hobbs.
What's up with this hacksaw nickname?
Book a job.
Hey, that should sound better. Hacksaw Hobbs.
It's Friday, so Moxley immediately starts bleeding.
Yep.
It's Friday. You know what that means.
I thought he does most of his bleeding on Wednesday.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Different day. Same day. Same Moxley bleeding. Doesn't matter.
Same day, different day, same Mox.
I mean, his wife bleeds for 5 days a month, so he might as well bleed for 2. You know.
Oh God. That was
It's
good.
like even Mick Foley wasn't bleeding every single match. Even Ric Flair wasn't bleeding every single match.
No.
And what's crazy about it is Ric Flair bleeds more than Mick Foley did.
Yeah.
But Ric Flair's promo is kind of made up for the bleeding.
Exactly.
What? He used to bust himself open in his promos.
Yeah, he did that on Nitro, like the night after a match. I remember.
Yeah. He
Hey,
did it on Nitro. He did it in WWE. I'm like, bro, you must love the
WWE,
bleed.
yeah.
Who remembers when Ric Flair rolled up in Nitro in a gurney? He popped up immediately. So I'm just taking a cat nap.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Mick Foley didn't appear for AEW yet.
That's actually not a bad thing.
No, he knows it. He knows better. His wrestling days are pretty much done.
Everybody likes Sky Blue's assets.
Yeah.
I mean, duh.
I think Tony Storm got more cake than her.
Oh yeah, Tony Storm's
Oh,
better.
absolutely. Juice Robinson's a fuck. Juice
Yeah.
Robinson knew to put a ring on that.
That's why he's rock hard.
Rock hard. Yeah.
That's why he's called rock hard. He's dead. He married the Tony Storm. That'll do it. You married the Tony Storm. That'll do it for you.
I don't care. Everybody say Bailey, she got cakes too.
Okay.
Bailey just started to grow cake, man.
Now
She didn't have
Now you
that.
bugging. Bailey, I keep telling you, Bailey been thick forever. Like, motherfuckers just didn't notice it. She did put on
other
more
face
meat.
though. That's the thing. She can get in the dark.
Yeah, she look like Jay Leno. That's it.
Jay Leno.
Damn, Jay Leno, really? Damn.
She looks just like Jay Leno.
Yeah, she
Other
does.
than
With that
that,
hair.
like, you
That
know
hair
what I
is like
mean?
Jay Leno.
She got those baby making hips.
Hey, I would just put a plastic bag over her head and call that night.
Wow.
I wish I had Jay
Jesus
Leno's
Christ.
car collection. It's fucking awesome.
Okay, Trent Beretta just threw the most unrealistic stop sign shots I've seen in my life.
What's Trent Beretta doing though? Trent Beretta, he's being wasted in that best friend stable. I'm not saying he needs to leave them, but he needs to do something. Like, Trent Beretta is really good. He's
Trent
I saw him in
Beretta.
NXT. He was good. I liked him in NXT.
Trent Beretta. He can go,
a
man.
lot of people.
He can
Now, a
really
lot of people forget how good Trent Beretta really is, man. Come on now. That dude is a beast.
What kind of name is Trent Beretta? Sounds like a 1970s porno guy. I don't know.
It sounds better than Buddy Matthews.
Buddy Matthews.
By the way, Buddy Matthews.
It sounds way better than Buddy Matthews.
Oh, did you see that Rhea Ripley picture today? She was getting ready for media. She was like, oh my God. I was like,
Oh
Hey,
wow.
you know,
Rhea
I
Ripley
know I
turned women
I
gay.
understand that.
yeah.
I'm happy for Rhea though, because
Rhea
remember
looked like
before, like she went through a lot. Remember, she was trick ass 2 years ago. She
Yeah.
was
No,
lost in
she
the shuffle,
wasn't.
everything. Look at her now.
I never thought.
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
can
I
blame
never
Charlotte for
thought.
that. That's Charlotte's
Now,
fault.
Rhea Ripley was never
Yeah,
trash.
exactly. It
The
definitely
problem
was Charlotte's
is,
fault. It was.
Rhea Ripley
I
was
liked
never
her in
trash.
the
The
UK.
problem was they had her job out to Charlotte and she just lost momentum.
Like I liked her in NXT
And
UK.
she
That's when I first saw her. I was like, who's this
gained
chick?
back. She got the most momentum going into SummerSlam, to be honest.
Looks like they're gonna pull the
She got
trigger
the
on
most
that match
man.
on Rhea versus Raquel.
which I think is a good thing, but I'm glad they're saving it. I'm glad they didn't put it on SummerSlam, to be honest.
No,
That's why I was
like they
that's
might.
why they pulled off. That's why they pulled two of the women's matches off to put more steam on it, because I seen this on the wrestling app I got, and it was saying that if they would have put the Rhea versus Raquel match and Becky versus Trish match, they would have had at least 5 minutes on it.
And it would have got lost in the shuffle. And plus, neither
Mhm.
one of those feuds have enough intensity to be on the card anyway.
Rhea and Raquel had a lot of intensity to it. If you watch Raw.
Yeah, but it wasn't enough build up, bro. It was only like
okay.
what? It was only like what 2-3 weeks of build.
No. Like I understand you. The build, there wasn't enough to it, so they're gonna have to put it on what backlash or not backlash. What's the next pay-per-view?
They said they're gonna put on
It's
Payback.
called Payback,
Yeah. They're gonna
which
put
is a
those
lot
two.
more, which is a lot more appropriate, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. It definitely does make sense. And during this time, they should have Raquel Rodriguez on a fucking tear. Fuck all that smiling shit, showing
Bro.
your motherfucking shoulder blades.
No,
Nah,
facts. I need the
in.
Raquel
She just needs to
Rodriguez.
tone down. If she wants to be a star, she needs to tone down the Twitter shit. That's what she needs to do. That's why they haven't pushed her that
Yeah,
strong.
like get focused.
Bro, I need the Raquel Rodriguez from NXT to pop
Yes.
out, like for real.
Raquel
Like
Gonzalez.
she was a
And
monster.
I don't
in
want only
NXT.
that. I want her to evolve. I want her to be something new. But yeah,
Well, like I said, she's like Matt Riddle. She's got the talent. She just needs to shut the fuck up, and she'll be all right. So,
Bro, I said this before.
Look at
So
who she's
wrestlers
dating.
getting social media was a terrible idea.
Look at who she's dating. That's the reason why.
Because what
that's the reason
cooled
why
her
she can't
off
keep
was
together.
what cooled her off, because I know a lot of fans haven't seen her the same since that situation that happened.
Isn't she married a Strowman? Is she married
The
a
Floyd
Strowman?
guy when the Floyd
Wait,
guy
she's
thing
still with
happened in
Braun
2020.
yeah, she married Strowman.
Yeah,
Oh,
Braun.
Hey, but
Oh,
she
they're
been doing
married.
that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
She been doing that shows and things since NXT. You just need to be more vicious.
And if you notice, Braun ain't doing shit anyway. Fucking bum.
I heard
Yeah,
Strowman. Isn't Strowman injured though?
What did
Brian-
she say?
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah,
what happened
he's
was
injured. He's injured.
what basically what happened, Ballet Dancer, was when the Floyd thing happened, in 2020, that guy that was killed by the cops and stuff, and the whole world was in turmoil, and you had the whole hashtag BLM thing going on. Basically she said some anti BLM stuff, and there was like some Twitter pages that she was caught following. I think one of the Twitter pages was like hashtag Black Men Ain't Shit or something like that. Basically, she was just caught following some questionable stuff, and she was
Black
caught on it.
mayonnaise? This just
No,
sounds.
Black Men Ain't Shit is what she was caught
Oh, I
following.
think you said black mayonnaise. Okay.
Right. Like remember when Jericho got in some trouble? Remember when Jericho didn't believe in the whole BLM thing, and people were giving him shit for it, like political stuff. Basically, she has some very questionable political beliefs and stuff, and she got caught, and it rubbed people the wrong way, and people haven't looked at her the same.
Black
since.
mayonnaise. Black mayonnaise sounds hilarious.
Jesus.
I almost
Check your
just
fridge.
died. Man, you almost just killed me just now. Black mayonnaise.
Because old boy got fired. Remember what was his name? Gunner. You remember the Forgotten Sons?
Oh yeah, I remember
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
he had
that.
heat too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but the reason why she
What's going on right now on Rampage?
The parking lot.
well, John Moxley just DDT'd somebody to death.
And Trent almost rammed his head into a car window. Good lord. You know, I really miss these parking lot brawls. I ain't gonna hold you.
Remember that one? Was it Regal and Finley WCW? That was a good one.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
yo, these dudes just wilding.
No,
they was wilding.
Regal and Finley were beasts. They tried to kill each other, literally.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Another
Damn, man,
entertainment.
yo, I hate you too. You know what? I ain't gonna lie, my dudes.
hold
I'm really
on.
thinking about going to Rumble because I think on Rumble I could play WWE, WCW, whatever content without getting in trouble.
They trademarked it.
Another match, bro. Another
That's what
parking
I'm
lot brawl.
Yeah.
Because I can't do this shit here. Like I'll be wanting to play so much shit. Like this shit is so light. Like
YouTube be bugged.
I could really be
told
going, I can't really do much because it's like the shit
Do
is
what?
handcuffed.
Can't you
I
just do
told
it?
you. I told you, Sam, man, they be trying to take people's subs too.
Yeah. And
He
not
could
only
do
that, like I
on
play this a little bit. I could play like a little video real
oh,
quick. No audio, nothing. WWE will hit me, AW will hit me. Not only with videos, when it comes to images also. So I gotta tiptoe around every fucking thing.
you have to do a reverse image thing to get away the trademark. You know how it's like flip reverse the screen. That's the only way you can get around it. Or say
Mm-hmm.
it at a faster speed, like a little bit
Which
faster.
doesn't even make
Another,
sense
Yeah,
because
I was doing that from before.
And it still
Remember, we
fuck
was
you?
with
doing
that,
that shit. Remember, I was doing like the picture in picture, and I was
Yeah,
playing content and shit. I would speed it up a little bit.
and
They were
still
still
fix.
hitting me for that.
no,
yeah,
another
which
gimmick.
doesn't make sense
Wow.
because you got other people that be recording these wrestling shows and stuff, and they don't get blocked or nothing. But when
Right.
you try,
So it's
Exactly.
some-
I don't get it. I really don't fucking get it. These motherfuckers be doing picture in picture, and they don't even speed shit up or whatever. This shit will just be the normal speed. It'll just be picture in picture. And like, yeah, they will do like certain videos in increments. Like they will stop. They will play a video for like what 10 seconds and then stop it, and then do it again like in increments. You know, start and stop, and they won't get in trouble for that shit.
No,
But I
another.
can't do that. I don't know. I don't know why I can't do that.
I think you
I
got to put a disclaimer on your video, like fair use or something like that. I think that's the only way you get around
I
it.
tried that too.
They must do something.
But you got to do.
Look at the old episodes. Remember, we've been having look.
No,
What's it?
no.
Episode 137. Look at the past episodes. I tried all that shit.
Yeah.
Remember,
There's
like
nothing.
remember the shit when we did the best of Undertaker. We was showing all his greatest moments. They hit my channel hard on that shit.
Oh wow.
Like, oh yeah, by the way, John Moxley just DDT'd another person to death.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my Jesus.
this
so he's
dude
just
Chuck
going
Taylor
around
does
to
it.
beat.
And right now,
So
Chuck
he-
Taylor is lighting a barbed wire 2x4 on fire.
What the? I gotta watch
So
this
he's
match.
just going around DDTing everybody.
Bro, these
huh?
motherfuckers is retarded. What do they do? What's going on?
And here comes Wheeler Useless. Wheeler Useless is yelling.
You siphon gas from a car. What's going on?
And
Hold up.
Moxley just-
I'm gonna
and
turn to
Moxley
this
just
shit
hit
right
Chuck-
now. Chill.
and Moxley just hit Chuck Taylor
Oh my god.
Yo, these dudes are fucking retarded.
with the on fire
See,
2x4.
that's why I be saying the stuff they be doing. It be making wrestling look unrealistic because they sit there and try to do too much. It be
Wheeler
like
Yuta is
that's
now
not even.
stabbing. Wheeler Yuta is now stabbing Chuck Taylor.
I mean,
Okay,
Rampage is usually a filler show, so at least they're doing something different.
And here comes
Orange
Chuck Taylor's mom.
Cassidy, and here
Oh
comes
god, they're
Orange
gonna the
Cassidy.
card
That's the thing.
jacket.
I'm like,
Oh, geez.
would you want to die on a filler show?
With Orange
Moxley
Cassidy's
is
retarded
ready
ass.
to die no matter what. So come
Orange
on.
Cassidy's retarded ass just dives on top of Moxley and Cesaro. Moxley midway through his hepatitis C.
Hey, listen, you can hate Orange Cassidy all you want, but I give this man a lot of props because
Don't give a fuck.
I think he may be
Oh my
the
God.
most underappreciated because a lot of people didn't think he could wrestle, and then
No,
what
at
happened?
At first, I liked his too cool for school attitude. I liked it. It was just up until he became a champion. That's when that's when my anger, maybe irrational anger, but anger nonetheless, came up.
Did you expect him to not become a champion though?
Mm.
Just
Well,
give
no.
him the TNT
Not
title.
long
That means
reigning
nothing.
champion. Not long reigning champion. How long you get champion for? Like 500 days now.
Okay, now Wheeler Yuta is about to kill Orange Cassidy.
Obviously.
And he's dead.
My favorite Moxley promo was the last one when he was leaving with his shield and when he cut off Cole and he said, you know, I cashed in my chips at this casino. You know, the $1 million man didn't get his way. I love that from Moxley. And he stuck it in.
Since we here and stuff, why don't we do that dream match? I was speaking about last week, the AEW versus WWE dream match.
Oh, dream matches for them?
How about this? I got a good one here. How about Moxley versus, let's see here. Moxley versus Roman.
It's not a dream match.
It's
But
not a
Moxley can't
dream.
breathe.
Well, you could do better than that.
Moxley
Here's a-
can't breathe.
Oh, Moxley versus old Mick Foley versus Abdul the Butcher. Someone's gonna die. Fuck,
Come on, y'all could do better than
throwing
that.
Terry Funk too. Someone's
Y'all
gonna
could do
die.
better than that.
Okay.
Let me see. Yo, I got one. Moxley
Okay.
versus Sheamus.
That would work.
Nah, a dream match would be Mox versus Brock. Lights out. Revenge.
Nah,
Right back.
nah.
What
Moxley
the hell?
versus Sheamus.
How about
Nah,
this?
No weapons or nothing.
I want to
Just
see.
straight up.
I want to
fight.
see. I want to see Mox versus Brock for real. Not that whatever the fuck that WrestleMania
Oh,
32
Jesus.
bullshit was.
You wanted a
Hey,
fucking
what-
chainsaw on him.
Come on,
What
now.
about this?
This dude, Brock will destroy this dude. It don't matter.
No,
Weapons or
I
not.
said Mox, not Ambrose. Lights out.
What about this?
Well, this match is over.
There was no rules or nothing, no strings attached. He's a UFC fighter.
How about
Oh,
this?
yeah, and Mox has a knife, bro.
How about this? I got a good one. How about this?
That dude Brock will eat that knife.
How
Well,
about
Man, Brock ain't gonna do shit. He's a bum. Fuck him.
Hey, Brock is scared.
You
Brock
say
is
that.
fit.
You say whatever. Brock will wash this dude. It don't matter.
Man, Brock is
Hey,
sweating after 2 minutes, bro. The only thing he's washing is his own jockstrap.
As long as I
What
see
about-
Eddie Kingston walk into the ring with a gas can, I'm happy. Fucking
how about this? How about this?
I-
Both. How about this? All the
You
titles on the
you
line.
silly.
How about this? How about this for all the titles on the line? You have FTR versus Sammy and KO with all the belts on the line.
that'd be cool.
I guess.
Yeah.
I was about to say
That worked,
this.
right?
What about? Yes, that would work and stuff because they all got history, so it would make sense. I think they got history. Didn't
I don't think so. I mean, they go back to NXT, but that's about it. So
Yeah. Well,
I
this
was
parking lot
about this.
brawl is over.
Thank God.
What about this?
He said, "Thank God."
It's like, someone's gonna die. Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
what about this? Warlow versus Braun Breaker.
Who?
Say what?
Warlow versus Braun Breaker.
I'm shocked. You're talking about AEW when Toph and this dude Nate is here.
We're talking about
Anyway,
we're talking-
well, the Blackpool Combat Club just won this match, and now they got to face the Lucha Brothers this Wednesday.
Into the parking lot, bro.
No, just a regular match to add to the other tag team match that they just announced.
Yo, imagine this match. I got a dream match. These dudes, right? The Lucha Brothers versus the War Raiders.
Didn't that match already happen though on Ring of Honor?
I feel like it did.
It did?
Probably
I don't know. I didn't watch Ring of Honor like that.
Oh, God, the fucking Viking Raiders, man. Did they fall from grace or what? Good
Yes,
lord.
they did.
They
Well,
were
that's what happens
they
when you
were
sign with a company that doesn't care about tag team wrestling. I mean, they
Well,
just won't
hold on,
fucking
wait.
sign.
It is. So if you do got a point, but it's also the injuries too. It was injuries also.
Nah, bro, they weren't gonna be shit even if they weren't injured. That's just how it is, man.
Bro, the Viking Raiders were the most dominant tag team on NXT
I love
and Ring
no,
of
no.
Honor.
War Raiders. War Raiders. War.
They weren't ever gonna be shit, bro.
Bro, the minute they changed their name to the Viking Raiders, it was the nail. Because
No.
once they came out
Before
with
that,
that,
Viking experience.
Nah, bro, they were done the minute they signed the contract. I mean,
They
I
were
don't know
done
what
the
you
minute they-
expect.
Did a Viking experience.
they
First off,
mate.
they wasn't even supposed to get called up. I'm like, yo, why are you calling them up for?
I got
Why?
no sympathy. I got no sympathy for them. I got no sympathy for Ricochet. It's like, bro, it's fucking WWE. It's different. You're not gonna survive in that environment, but they signed the contract anyway. So,
Dude, you
whatever.
just triggered me. I'm thinking of Ric Flair 93 fucking Starcade. I knew what I was getting into when I signed that contract, Dean.
Pretty much.
Vader. Vader.
WWE
Because of the money, though. That's the thing.
WWE
Like,
is
here's
all
the
about
thing, man.
makeshift
You
tag
know,
teams, bro. They're about
can
makeshift
you-
tag teams and their own tag teams. If you come
Bro,
from the
this is
Indies, they're
why
gonna
I
use you.
laugh. Bro, this is why I laugh when I hear fans talking about, oh, I want MJF and Kenny Omega to go to WWE. I'm like, why?
My,
Yeah.
You
well,
bugging? They will be big stars in WWE.
Yeah, big ups
No, they
to
won't.
JCD.
Yes, they will. They'll be big
Speaking of
stars in
that, bro,
WWE.
Omega,
big
Omega would be
ups.
fine. Omega would
Speaking
be
of that,
fine.
big
MJF
ups
would
to
be screwed.
JCD, good friend of mine. But I noticed he was like really quiet this week because he was convinced like the Elite were leaving. Everybody's quiet as fuck now.
I don't know why. I don't. I love that he got quiet.
Jay, you can pull up Jay. Don't be like that.
He's gonna be pissed tomorrow when The Rock
all
shows
opinions
up.
are welcome.
Yeah.
He's showing up tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna go into cardiac arrest tomorrow when The Rock shows up against.
Yeah.
Grayson
Oh
Waller.
shit. He's gonna fuck. Better check your insurance policy and your fucking warranty on that TV tomorrow.
Oh Lord, that's hilarious.
I swear, if he show up tomorrow, he better not show up for the water, for Grayson Water. He better show up for that.
He totally
for that,
is,
from
bro.
that main
He's
event.
showing
I don't.
up. He's showing up.
He's a two-faced motherfucker.
Cena might show up, and I guess Orton too. I guess Orton's in Detroit.
Well, they did.
I
They
was saying this one thing though about The Rock, because I remember you was telling me about this from before, Tove, about the whole Black Adam fiasco. You know,
Black
I read up
Adam wasn't even terrible though.
No, it wasn't. But this dude, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, whatever, he was trying his best to exclude himself from Shazam. You know what I mean? Like he wanted Black Adam to be his own thing. And that, remember Shazam came out with the whole sequel and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock was supposed to be in that one, but he declined it and everything. He was like, "Nah, I don't want to be in that. Like Black Adam need to be his own thing." And don't get it fucked up. People was pushing for it too. People was like, "Yeah, that's what they wanted," but it bombed. That shit, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, but I understand what people were talking about because he basically wanted to just erase this dude Shazam, which is your arch nemesis. Everybody knows when it comes to Shazam, Black
It's
Adam
not the
is
first
his arch
time
nemesis.
too. Remember, it's not the first time because he was in the Fast and Furious, and then he did that Hobbs and Shaw, which was nothing. It was completely unrelated to the regular. Like, so what he does is like he joins a franchise,
fuck shit up,
to bring it big
G.I. Joe,
big business.
Bro, Hobbs and Shaw, he really did.
Remember, he did that shit with G.I. Joe. Like, what that's what he does. He'll just
he wants to
join
do his
any
own
franchise and
he wants to be the
try to take it over.
Yeah, he wants to be the anchor of a franchise. But what he needs to understand is like when you're doing a cinematic universe, whether it's like Marvel, DC, Star Wars, or whatever, like when you're doing like a cinematic universe of continuity,
it's bad enough that
no
they
one
don't
is
even
bigger than
read
the brand
comic books.
itself. You're just a character, part of the brand. You
gotta follow the
you
story,
can be a big part of the brand, but like there isn't one person that's like, like take the MCU. I know the MCU is not doing too well these days, but when the MCU was doing good, right? There wasn't one particular actor that was like the heart and soul of the brand. Like all of them were equally as important. Chris Evans, Robbie Downey Jr., all those dudes, like The Rock doesn't get that. He tries to be the anchor. It's like, yo, I'm running this shit. And it's like, no, bro, movies don't work that way. And like you said, Black Adam wasn't that bad, but it bombed. It is what it is. So
okay, let me ask you a question, Tom. Like, do you think? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was about to say. So what? So you saying the Rock he be joining these movies and be thinking he could just be the face just because who he is, and everybody should know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he did, and he failed both times.
The dude, well, The Rock.
That's a fact.
The Rock is this man. Well, listen, The Rock is getting paid the most in Hollywood, so he don't give a damn.
So basically,
to
this day, he's still the highest paid actor in Hollywood. You think he cares if a movie fails or not? He's gonna be set for life.
Well, so I thought Black Adam was a bad look simply because he had been working on that shit for a while, dude. Like, because I think it was announced like in 2013, 2014. So it wasn't like some side project.
Like a whole decade.
he had been working for that for nearly a decade, like Sandman said. So for him to work on it that long and then it bombs, like it's a bad look. And I remember like after it bombed, like he unfollowed because Black Adam had a social media, had a Twitter, had an Instagram. He unfollowed his own shit. He unfollowed it on Twitter. He unfollowed on Instagram. Like it was a bad look. It didn't look good for him at all.
He was drinking his tequila, I bet.
What's the question you was about to ask? What so?
So yeah. Take care. All right, see you Sunday.
Neighbor.
Oh no, I gotta work. Gotta leave.
Nah, you good. But yeah, I pulled up the SummerSlam card.
All right, go ahead.
Do these predictions.
All righty.
Let's do this.
Get it? Okay. Ricochet versus Logan Paul.
Ricochet win.
Yeah,
Ricochet
first, right? No, both of them really need to win. Actually, both of them need to win.
Logan Paul wins because he's winless for his career. So Logan Paul
He's
wins.
really not winless.
Logan Paul's gonna win this shit. Logan Paul's
Well, he
winning.
beat the Miz that one time, remember? Right?
He only has one win,
but you know why Ricochet will win? You know why Ricochet will win? Because look at always the person that goes on top before the pay-per-view. They lose at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like when it comes to the go home show, like who's looking
they
dominant at the end of their segment. I think I still think Logan Paul's gonna win though, because they're gonna carry on this feud. They're gonna carry on this feud.
And I think Logan Paul's gonna win simply because Ricochet winning would mean they're gonna push him, and I don't think they see Ricochet that way. No offense. So
they've never seen Ricochet that way.
He's getting better. He's getting more comfortable. I'll just say this. You know what I mean? Like I said from before, they don't mesh well at all when it comes to them in the ring. Yeah, it's been happening for months, especially when it came to that spot. What was it, the Money in the Bank spot? When these dudes landed on the table head first. With that Spanish fly, that botched Spanish fly. They don't mesh well together. And,
don't try and do
for tomorrow.
And
now I was about to say, Sam, now if it's a 2-match feud and stuff, Logan Paul.
I could barely hear you. What you said? Hold on, I can't hear you. What you said?
I was saying if it's a 2-match feud, Logan Paul wins. If it's not, Ricochet wins.
Hold on, why you? Yeah. I heard you a little bit. Like you sound like you got an echo.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Barely.
Mm-hmm. Say it one more time.
Y'all hear me? 1 2 1 2.
Okay, that's
you're good. You're good.
Okay. Now you're good.
I was saying if it's a 2-match feud, Logan Paul wins. If it's a 1-match feud, Ricochet wins. That's what I'm going with.
Okay, that sounds logical.
Yeah.
What about you, TKO?
I agree with Marcus on that one. 2-match feud, Logan wins. If not, Ricochet. But by the looks of Logan Paul, it kind of sounds like this might be a one-off. But I'm gonna agree with Marcus on this one.
Toph, what's goody?
I think Logan Paul's gonna win because Ricochet winning would mean he's getting a push, and they don't see him that way. I don't see Ricochet getting a push
for the last year.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm thinking Logan Paul's gonna win because he needs, especially when it comes to SummerSlam.
No, WWE sees a future in Logan Paul. They don't see a future in Ricochet.
Right. Yeah. And didn't this dude lose last year's SummerSlam? Logan Paul?
Logan even on SummerSlam last year? Wait, no. Was that
I'm trying to be sure. I'm not.
I thought he fought the Miz. Did he face the
Miz? Yeah, did he fight?
Yeah, he beat Miz.
Here's the thing to me. If Jake Paul was never fighting tomorrow at about the same time, I would say Ricochet wins. But since Logan Paul is fighting tomorrow against Nick Diaz, the thing is that ESPN Plus and the Zone, they're gonna say like, hey, Jake Paul. There you go. Jake Paul is fighting tomorrow. So if he flies to where that fight is and saying like, hey, here's Logan Paul. He just won against Ricochet tonight. It's to bring as much eyes as humanly possible to the WWE. That's why I'm thinking.
Yeah. The only way I see Ricochet getting a push.
You got a good point. You heard what he said? That was a good point.
Yeah. The only way I see Ricochet getting a push, because I know they don't really give a shit about this brand stuff, is if he joins whatever this thing Lashley's doing. Maybe if he joins them and gets the rub from Lashley and the Street Profits, maybe
so he basically replaces Melo.
That's the only way I can see him getting. Even then, if you get the push like that, the highest I can see him going is like the U.S. title.
And plus, they're never gonna add Carmelo Hayes to that group, man. Melo is too good to be a lackey right now.
They already mentioned Bobby Lashley already mentioned Melo. He's in.
Yeah, they did a backstage segment, and Melo walked up to Lashley, and they gave like a high five and hug and stuff. So he's coming up. It's gonna be Melo, Lashley, the Street Profits, and Bianca Belair.
Melo,
and maybe Ahmed as the muscle of the group.
That's too many people.
That is way too many people. And plus, they have no intentions on turning Bianca heel. They have no intentions on turning Bianca heel.
I see it. She gonna lose tomorrow. I see it. She's gonna lose tomorrow. And that's going to be what makes
she loses tomorrow, especially to either Io or Asuka.
But hold on, wait. Y'all getting too way ahead of yourselves. Hold on.
I said if.
Hold on, wait. But we got to talk about this match before we talk about that match.
Okay. What's the next match?
You know what I mean? We got to talk about Gunther versus Drew McIntyre.
Gunther wins.
Gunther retains, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be clean. He retained, and in some way somehow, Drew McIntyre gets the rematch or payback, and that's after Gunther. That's after Gunther beats the Ice.
Yo, which one of y'all said that this dude? I forgot who it was. Cause I ain't gonna lie, we be doing so much shows. Sometimes I be forgetting the quotes. But one of y'all said that this dude, Drew McIntyre, should have been a heel going up against this dude, Seth Rollins.
That was me who said that.
I said that.
No, that was me who said that. You didn't say that. You agreed.
Who cares?
I said Drew should bring back some vogue form of the Scottish Psychopath mixed with the chosen one. Just mix those two together and make some type of dominant heel character. It could work.
I am begging WWE to bring back his old theme song. The Broken Dream song was fire.
Yeah, it was.
His NXT thing wasn't that bad either.
It wasn't.
Bianca Belair can't turn heel because there's no black woman that's a popular face like her.
True.
They don't have it. They have almost no baby faces in the women's division, so
none.
They have zero.
Everybody's fixated on that. Oh, everybody's just coming together. Oh, you black? You can be in the Hurt Business. You black too? Join the Hurt Business. Everybody that's black, join the Hurt Business. As long as you're black.
They need to change that name.
They're not calling it the Hurt Business.
Right? Cody Rhodes, he'd be like Owen Hart was in Nation of Domination.
Oh God, Owen Hart was so out of place in that group. It's not even funny.
Yeah, but
he fit.
He's dog shit out of Jason Sensation.
Owen Hart, that's right.
He was the only white kid. He was the only white dude in in the whole group. Everybody else was all
Hey,
dark
when they
skinned.
came, you know how they be. You
Wait
know
a
how we be inviting white people to the barbecue. He
There
brung
you
the
go.
bear.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wasn't Crush the original white man? Like
Oh
on the
yeah,
What?
yeah, Crush. Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was there.
Who Crush?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Crush was the original white guy.
yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Remember
Oh.
they had Salvio
and
in there
PG
too. Remember?
13.
Yeah, PG-13, Salvio,
Oh,
PG-13.
they
Yeah,
Dominican?
Salvio.
and then Farouk
Yeah.
fired them all except D'Lo. That was hilarious.
No, you can't count
Well, they
Salvio.
need someone to do the
Salvio,
taxes. He's a CPA. That's why you need the
you,
taxes.
Anyway,
you
all right,
can't
so
count
Drew
Salvio though.
Gunther. All right, so
Salvio
Drew
straight
Gunther.
Puerto Rico.
I think that if
Yeah,
I'm,
that's
I'm
true.
with Marcus, here. I think if Gunther wins, it's not going to be clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drew still hasn't, as far as I know, him and WWE still are not on the same page. So there's still a part of me that I could actually see Drew winning. I think there's a small chance Drew could win just so they could give him something to, because a lot of times when they have a wrestler they don't want you to leave, they do things to kind of,
Yeah, but he's so close to breaking Honky Tonk's title reign. So
Yeah,
I don't think
You gotta do
it's
that.
not necessary. It's really not. Like, who
yeah, I
cares?
know, but you know how petty they are. Come on, it's WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard about that whole narrative they're trying to push. Like, oh, all the champions, they're
To
gonna
have
basically
won
reset
their title
everything.
reign.
They
But
just
it's
had
not
it listed.
They
Yeah,
ain't do
I've
that.
said this is my take on it. I've said before. This is my take on it. I'm not a honky tonk guy. I never have been. But him being the longest reigning champion is basically like his claim to fame. So
Yeah.
there's the wrestling fan in me is like, just let him keep it. But then the other part of me is like, yo, fuck Honky. I don't care. So,
And like, you got the, like Pedro Morales and all them. That was their claim to fame too. They like
Yeah.
Hey,
motherfuckers'
Nate.
claim to fame's been tarnished ever since. You get over it.
Yo, Nate,
But I
you
would be
remember
down.
Rockabilly?
I would be down. I would be down for Drew McIntyre winning tomorrow. But
yeah,
in
there's
some way,
definitely a
I
chance.
feel like
I'd say there's like a
No,
10%
yeah.
chance.
And
There's a
I
10%
don't
chance
mind that
Drew wins.
either. I don't mind that
Yeah.
either.
Yo,
Because
Nate,
why is Drew McIntyre coming back? Drew McIntyre is coming back to job to Gunther again.
Yeah,
he
but
needs
Who
to
got
come
but
pinned?
you
Who
really
got
think
pinned
Drew
at
is coming
WrestleMania?
back? But you really
Drew did.
Drew got
Drew
pinned.
got pinned at WrestleMania. So
Yeah.
that's a big thing you gotta think about.
when's
Right.
the
hey,
exact,
You
but
know
do
they're gonna
y'all,
bring him back to lose again.
when's
Yeah,
the
but you
but do
really
exact
y'all
think
day?
Drew is
but
you
do
really
y'all,
think they're gonna bring
y'all
Drew back just to stay as a mid card
but,
champion?
Well,
but
like
do
I said
y'all
before, he's not on terms with WWE. That's why he took a break to begin with. He wasn't happy with the creative direction. So I could actually see them giving Drew the win to, give him something. So all right, we fucked up with you and Roman. We had you singing like a fucking Luger. Here's the make do.
They
That's why I
really
can
had
see
him
them
sing
doing
with
it.
Tyson Fury. Oh my god.
When's the exact day that Gunther needs to reach for him to break the record?
I think it's like less than 2 weeks.
He's got to be champion until like September, I believe. So
Yeah,
he's close.
like
Yeah.
So,
He's
so
gotta hold
after
a fat SummerSlam.
so after so after the next pay per view, right?
Basically
Yeah.
after
Valid
Yeah,
answer.
man.
Hold up, guys. Valid answer. So the reason why Austin Theory and Santos is not on SummerSlam, well, first of all, Theory's just cold, and the U.S. title is cold. So that's the
He
first.
sucks.
But the second reason, though,
He doesn't
and I'll give
suck.
Triple H
He
this,
sucks.
is that Triple H, when he was running NXT, and Sandman can vouch for this too, he kept his cards very tight, usually 5 or 6 matches. Triple H does not like these bloated, like 10, 12 match pay-per-views. And ever since he's taken over, if you've noticed, every WWE pay-per-view has been
Yes.
relatively, tight, like 7, 8 matches. So
He's had all
that's why
these
for
he
that
put
reason,
all
that's
these
why
his
they
title
tape
was not
matches
going
that's
to be
out.
why
hard.
that's
Mm.
why they pulled matches off.
The
Not
Yeah.
big
not
four
only
should be the
because they
exception.
want not only because they want longer builds to the matches, but also if they would have added all the 4 matches that they had planned on SummerSlam, the match card would have been 12 to 14 match deep.
Yeah.
The big four
Yeah.
should be the exception though.
And
To be-
Roman's entrance, that's like a fucking match
Even
right
though
there.
it's not part of the SummerSlam card, since Ballet Dancer brought it up, it's dumb. LA Knight should have won. But since Santos won, we don't need any 50-50 bullshit. He should just go ahead and just
Oh,
beat
you know
Theory.
they're
Theory's
gonna
not
do
doing
that.
You know
anything.
they're gonna do that. In a perfect world, I would love to see Santos win the title next week, but you know they're gonna do some bullshit.
See, dude, you can't have a guy named Santos. Sounds like a fucking janitor. You can't have a
Who
janitor.
gives,
Is it that
who
plan
gives
though?
a shit about his name? I'm talking about this
Hey,
nigga.
Santos, mouth.
This dude here.
Yo, you
man.
sound mad racist.
No,
Dude
you have a
here,
cleaning guy
bro.
named Santos when they work at Stop and Shop. That's all I can think of. The
Bro,
janitor.
bro.
Hey,
Who,
but I was
who gives
saying,
Excuse me.
who gives a
Isn't that the
fuck,
plan though? The
man?
plan is for Santos to win, right?
I would
Yeah,
love for
probably.
Santos to win the title next week. I think he's
but
long overdue.
If Santos
Hold
wins,
on, wait, chill. Y'all going too far on course. Y'all crazy. Nigga
Well-
said Santos sound like a janitor.
Santos,
What about
Oh.
okay? We got the following match: Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler.
Oh
Shayna.
god, Shayna better
Ronda's
win.
on the way out.
Shayna better
MMA,
get over.
MMA rules.
Shayna better win that match, and Ronda can go the fuck home.
Yeah, we could all agree on that.
Like I heard this plan on I think it was on Angle's channel, I believe, and he put this plan saying that Cora Jade should debut during that match. What do you guys think?
Why would Cora
Wow.
Jade debut during that match?
Why? Yeah, I don't get it. Why?
To set up a supposed faction.
What
No,
the hell?
Wait,
Why?
that's
No,
not-
why
hell
though?
no.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit
Hell
with
no.
Trish Stratus and fucking Stone
with
Face ain't
Trish-
even working.
Wait, you mean
you
if-
know what would make sense? You know what team would make sense with Shayna? Ivy Nile, because she got the similar background to that group. But
Shayna Baszler, listen, Shayna Baszler does not need a faction. They need to build her as the Shayna Baszler that she was on NXT.
Thanks.
That is
Thank you.
it.
Let me
Yep,
piggyback
I agree.
off that.
She
Shayna
does
will
not
win the
need a
match,
fucking
and,
faction.
Shayna will win the match, and there's no doubt that Ronda will do what she can to make her friend look good. Unfortunately, she couldn't do that for her entire run, but that's neither here nor there. Shayna will win. The real thing, though, is when this is over, though, they need to build off the momentum, and this doesn't need to be what a great moment for Shayna, and that'll be it. Like, remember when Cesaro won the Battle Royale, like back to WrestleMania, and it was like, yay, and then it just nothing came from it.
Nobody
can't be-
in that Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal
Right.
ever
Yeah.
got
Right. So whatever happens here, even though Shayna's going to win, they need to capitalize off of it and like push her.
So how about this? When Shayna wins tomorrow, I got her winning. But when she wins tomorrow, how about Triple H builds her up to win the Women's Royal Rumble, and she goes in and face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 40 instead of.
That's fine.
I'd be down for that, but I don't
Yeah,
even know.
oh yeah.
I don't even
You
know if
know
Rhea
they won't
Ripley.
do it.
So
No,
her
of course.
over Raquel.
I don't even know if Rhea
It's funny. It's funny you
won't
mentioned
do it.
that, Marcus, because Rhea versus Shayna. People forget that was the last feud before NXT died.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it makes
was.
sense. And Rhea, and who won? Who won?
I still remember that night when it was the last NXT of 2019. I remember they beat Dynamite in the ratings that night. They did have a better show. I remember Rhea beat Shayna. It felt like a big deal. It felt like Rhea was destined for bigger things, and it felt like Shayna was destined for bigger things. And then just
midlife crisis
nothing
came.
happened. right. Nothing happened.
Midlife crisis came.
So I'm actually for that idea. Yeah, run it back. Run back Rhea and Shayna. Yeah, I'm down with that. Run that
But
back.
wouldn't Rhea and Raquel make more sense? Since
We're not saying don't do it. We're gonna still do that, but we're just saying in general, run that feud back.
Yeah, because it makes perfect sense. Rhea and Raquel about to happen soon, so why would you run the match now if it's supposed to be at WrestleMania 40? So
no,
just have
I'm not saying that you guys are wrong. I like the plan. But I'm just saying that doesn't Raquel and Rhea make a bit more sense. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even know if Rhea is even going to hold the title till WrestleMania next year. So
I mean, it's a
Oh,
possibility.
she might not even be
speaking of
champion by Mania
Nah, bro,
next year.
she's gonna hold the
speaking of
title because they don't got anybody else on Raw. They don't got anybody else.
speaking of
Well,
a
whose
women's
fault is
champion,
that?
what about this championship, that triple threat championship between Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, and Asuka? Which is
Personally, I
some
think
bullshit.
Asuka.
We
I'm
don't
gonna
like
be
Asuka
honest,
at all.
bro. I'm gonna be honest about that match. I think the match is gonna be pretty good. I would, in a perfect world, I want Asuka to win this match, but they're gonna have Charlotte win.
Oh god.
Yeah, you got to think of the
Yo, don't this shit look similar? Don't this shit look similar to the whole nonsense with NXT when Charlotte Flair was a champion? A matter of fact, was it
Yes.
Charlotte?
No.
Yeah, it was
You know what
Charlotte
this
Flair.
now? You know what this remind me of? This remind me of the last two SummerSlams that Charlotte was in a triple threat match, and she won both of them. So don't be surprised if she wins this one.
You got to think like
Nah,
Vince, and Vince will want Charlotte to win.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I know Charlotte's gonna win, and you know how she's gonna do it. She's gonna pin. They're gonna have her pin Bianca because that's the way Vince would do it.
Vince not even in Corona. Come on with this narrative. Oh my God. Been hearing this since I was 15 in 2010. This needs to stop. If this is Triple H
I
and Vince is
do. Like, it goes through Vince. Everything goes through Vince. Why you don't get it?
but the narrative is getting on my nerves. It's Vince this, Vince that. God, please.
Because everything goes through Vince.
Till he's dead in the
Vince
ground.
gives the final say so on everything.
But you gotta start blaming Triple H for stuff. It can't be always
We do
Vince.
blame Triple H.
Oh
The
my
hell?
God. See, that's the
We
thing. That's
do.
why I know you don't be listening, Marcus. You don't be
We
listening.
do blame Triple H. What the hell?
You don't listen.
I just said on Wednesday that Triple H is spineless. Sandman agreed with me.
I be saying Triple H is as petty
TKO
as
agreed with
the McMahon's for how many episodes now?
Yeah, you're not listening, my dude.
Yeah,
He
but
is. He is Vince McMahon Jr. in every way.
yeah, but yeah, I was about to say I got Oscar winning, but I heard something on my little wrestling app I got saying that when Oscar wins, Io go tease the cash in when she about to come in the ring. Kyrie Sane returns and I heard a room that
I
Kyrie
was
Sane
saying
come in
term
the
for
match
what?
and
What's the point of that?
So what?
she go come in and save Oscar from getting cast in on Io. And I guess I said this earlier, WrestleMania 40, they could claim. I'm just pitching things that's a high possibility of happening. WrestleMania 40, we could get Oscar versus.
You sound
I
like you
think
feel the same.
I
I'm
think
not
this
even
match
holding.
has one
Like,
or
I don't
two
know what the hell
scenarios.
this dude talking about. Like, he just, like, what the fuck? Like, he just went all over the place with that shit.
I think this match has one of two outcomes. Outcome one
Warrior mode.
is Bianca and Charlotte cancel each other out. Oscar retains. Scenario
Then Io catches
two,
in.
Charlotte wins, and then just to pad her record, only for Io to cash in. So, but my gut tells me that Bianca and Charlotte cancel each other out, and Oscar will retain. That's what my gut tells me.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm hoping for. I want Oscar to retain, and if she doesn't, then I know Charlotte's gonna win. That's how I see it.
Wait, hold on. Io lost to Zelina. Oh my god. See,
Oh
this is
yeah,
what I'm talking
oh
about.
yeah. Io Zelina Vega beat her tonight. Yeah.
Why?
It's
Like
death
what?
time.
Just I swear that briefcase is fucking cursed.
The only person
The
who has
problem with the women's division is, and like I said, people like you guys were just saying, people are not going to come after Triple H or Vince like that. Is my issue with this match is that Asuka is the champion, but there's no story. She's
too
just
convoluted.
along for the ride. The
Yeah,
story
they
for this
just
match
threw
is
it. They just threw it to the wolves. That's
right.
Can I
basically
The
what
be
they did
story,
with
honest
the
Oscar.
though?
story, the story for
But
this
let's be
match
honest
is
though, bro.
Bianca
They've
was supposed
always
to
done this.
Oscar beat
Yeah, yeah,
Bianca.
exactly. They sure did.
Right. The
Yeah,
story for this match is Oscar beat Bianca and she was waiting for her rematch. And then Charlotte just showed up and was like, what rematch, bitch? I am the rematch, right? So
Right.
the
yes,
story is Bianca's like, what the fuck? So she's got like this little side feud with Charlotte.
bro.
And it's like, okay, but what's that
Realistically,
got to do with Oscar? She's not directly involved in the story. So then while that's going on, you got Io and Bailey, and like Bailey turned on Io, but like Io won Money in the Bank anyway. And so it's like Bailey seems to be supportive, but like, is she really supportive? So it's like, will Io cash in only for Bailey to screw her over? So that's the story. But that, again, that doesn't involve Asuka, who's the actual champion. Asuka's just sort
Right.
of
Second
along for
fiddle.
the
right,
It's like
ride.
third fiddle.
Right. And then meanwhile, you
bro.
have Rhea on Raw, and it's like they've done a great job with her, but it's like there's
She
nobody
has no
else.
believable contenders.
Right. But so, like I said, people, they're not going to come to Triple H like that, you know. So it's just, it is what
In
it
a
is.
perfect world, Oscar wins to set up a feud with Io. That would happen in a perfect world. But we're not living in a perfect world. We're living in a Vince world.
I
See,
mean, that would make.
this
I
is what it
mean, that
should
would
be,
make
and
the
I'm gonna,
most
this
sense.
is my last thing I want to say here because we got to keep going. The way I should be, because I already talked about this before, they just don't have what their roster is not deep enough. I'm sorry, their roster is not deep enough to support 2 titles. So I'm
So you're
looking
saying
at
they don't
the
have the
roster,
numbers?
right. So I'm looking at the roster, and it's like on SmackDown, you got Charlotte, Bianca, Asuka, Bailey, Io, and then on Raw, you got Rhea. That's 6 main event girls right there. That's more than enough to have just one title. It's really just those girls that are at a top believable main event level. And every other chick they have, they're either a mid-card person or just a person that gets no reactions. Like the crowd doesn't care about Nikki Cross. They don't care about Johnny Gargano's wife, Candice, whatever her name is. Sonya Deville, Chelsea, like it's whatever. So they need to just fucking get rid of the Raw and SmackDown and just have one women's title. Their roster is not deep enough for 2 championships. It's just not. It was
Bro,
like
their
10 years
roster
ago.
is barely deep enough for the tag team titles. Come on, they need to get rid of those shits immediately.
What did I say, Sandman, on Wednesday? I said that WWE should have a theater system. That reality of wrestling should be what OVW was in the early 2000s. That way, things would be a lot better in that situation. You know why? Because you would have a lot more people ready for TV, ready for NXT TV, than you would have otherwise.
And they just need to switch up the formula immediately. But regardless, what's the next match for SummerSlam?
Sandman.
He's falling asleep. I told you it's WWE program.
I'm right here.
What? Y'all look
Is
at him.
it?
He started Summer Store early.
Yo, I'm telling you, Nate is a mark. He always want to throw shots at WWE, but when it comes to us here watching AEW, he's nowhere to be found.
Constant
Thank
shots.
you, Ballet. Piper Niven. Like, where the fuck is she? She's not hurt.
Yeah, what happened to her? Yeah.
Right.
I thought she was hurt. Oh shit! I forgot all
fat.
about
You
her.
know what it is. She's fat. They're gonna be, oh my god,
she's fat.
Then how do you explain Nia Jax? What the fuck?
Doesn't
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Nia Jax lost a lot of weight. Didn't she lose a lot of weight?
Yeah, she lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, she did. Damn. Yeah, she did.
You know she got.
You know
she
what?
knows
I'll
she keep
give
redialing.
Nia this.
She be
I'll give
redialing
Nia
Titan
this.
Towers.
I'll give Nia this, and Sammy remembers. Yeah, I don't care for her, and she was always toxic, but she clearly knew what was coming.
What do I gotta remember everything? God damn.
Well,
I'm getting older. You know that, right? Like everybody's like, "Oh, yo, Sandman, yo." I'm old. I don't remember all that shit.
Well, she clearly knew what was coming because she called the people in charge of WWE perverts, and it was like, that's random. And then like 2 weeks later, Vince got
plus she made fucking Becky Lynch's career busting her nose.
Basically, thank you. When Becky Lynch goes in the Hall of Fame, we don't need Steph, we don't need Charlotte. It needs to be Nia Jax that inducts her.
Yeah, Becky Lynch, she drowning. Like she is just whack now.
She was never good. I've been saying that for years. Becky was never good.
Out.
Sad man. What you just said reminds me of the greatest promo Scott Steiner ever said.
You mean that math promo?
This fat son of a bitch.
She was never good, bro. There's a reason. I'm sorry. There's a reason. There's a reason why she was the only horsewoman that never won the NXT Women's Championship. She wasn't that good. She was the last kisser or whatever the fuck her name was. And like, I like the steampunk rock thing she had going on. That was cool, but she just wasn't on their level. And I don't even care for Bayley like that. She was the weak link. And then when the whole thing happened with Charlotte and Ronda, the man thing, that worked with them. It worked with Charlotte and it worked with Ronda, but it never translated with anybody else. It was always forced. It was cringe. Her comedy, I think Seth doesn't really help either, because it's like she just wears crazy shit like Seth does just to get a reaction. Yeah. It's not funny. It's not entertaining. They tried to turn her heel. It wasn't good. It was cringe. And like you said, the only reason she even got her main event break to begin with was because Nia punched her in the face. I'm sorry. She owes her fucking career to Nia Jax.
Seth is naturally funny.
Did you hear that Seth wants to go to the NFL? He wants to try out football. I was like, what?
No.
What? Hit a water boy?
No, the Bears probably. He's a Bears fan, so I mean, they suck.
Well,
so there they go.
He can't even be the quarterback.
No, I know.
Why I heard Seth Rollins is interested in doing that Becky and Seth Rollins storyline again. He
all these dudes gonna do is catch this dude with a tackle. That should have split Seth Rollins in half.
Next match, please.
He want to go back to doing the storyline with Becky. You know, when they was tag teaming up and stuff, and Seth want to do that again.
It wasn't even a storyline. It was nothing.
The only thing that was entertaining about that was Becky Lynch getting the end of days.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. And then not only that, the cameraman. Remember with Lacey Evans, the cameraman loved to show the camera up Lacey Evans' crack.
Yeah. Not just that, but do y'all remember the segment she did with Maria Kanellis too? How Maria Kanellis was saying,
God, that was
no, I thought it was kind of hilarious.
Nah, I'm talking about what they did with Maria and Mike Bennett. Like, holy shit, everything they did.
Lord. Yeah.
Oh, you mean Cucky Kanellis?
Yeah, they castrated that man on TV.
I would have backhanded Vince just for that.
Bro, they castrated that man on TV. Holy fuck.
No. I don't fuck with Vince anymore.
The kingdom of Cucky.
No.
What they doing now?
Forgotten, sir.
They're on. They reunited. He reunited with Matt Taven on AEW. He been winning.
No, you said it wrong. You said his name is Matt Taven.
Matt Taven.
No.
It's I
you gotta say it like a sentence.
Matt Taven.
His name is Matt Taven. You gotta say it like that.
Remember, like a pimp named like that.
Sounds like a bar owner.
Okay, so what's the next match though? What's the next match?
The next match is the championship match.
Which one? The World
WWE Championship. Oh,
Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins for the heavyweight championship.
Rollins.
I say Finn Balor because he definitely deserves it.
Yeah, Finn Balor. Yeah, I won't be surprised if this dude end up winning Seth Rollins, but I'm going for Finn Balor. Because I think that should have will enhance the whole Judgment Day storyline between him and
Okay, then what if Priest cashes in?
If Priest cashes in, then I won't be mad either. But
I can see him winning it. Priest.
I could see Priest winning that title too, because we all know he ain't cashing in on Roman.
Can I get my prediction?
What's yours, man? Go for it.
I got Finn winning, but I got some in my head also telling me that Seth retains, and y'all remember all the times I keep saying we need to get a Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes match. Give us that match at Payback. Have Rollins retain, and then have Priest cash in.
It should be
That
Cody
would
versus
be
it should be Cody versus Drew.
I want
Cody
the Cody
versus Drew.
versus Seth match to happen so Seth could finally get his win, and afterwards Cody then could go and win the Rumble by himself. Because
Well,
we
I
need to
definitely
get
don't want
Seth.
Cody. Well, Cody
We,
definitely does not need to
Nah,
win the Rumble
yo,
again.
that's
You know,
this where you fucked up. You think they're gonna have Cody win the Rumble 2 years in a row?
no,
That's definitely not happening.
Getting
He's the
Stone
most
they
over.
Cold.
will. They will definitely. They will. He will get the same reaction that Roman Reigns did when he won the
Or
Rumble. They will
like if
boo
Cody
the
was
shit
to win,
out of him.
Cody was to win next year's Rumble, he will automatically be a heel. That
There's a
he'll
rule.
be a heel.
There's a
Yeah.
rule, and remember that I said this. Whoever's the most over wins the Rumble. Whoever's the most dominant wins the Chamber.
And Cody is not the most over guy right now. Well, he kind of he not as over as he
So
should be.
basically,
Man,
you're
look,
saying LA Knight is
Sami
going to win the
Zayn
Rumble.
should win the
LA
Royal.
Knight gonna get
No,
slaughtered.
you're
LA
basically
Sami
saying
Knight gonna
LA
Zayn,
Knight should win the Rumble. Then that's what
Sami
you're saying.
Zayn should win the Royal Rumble.
No, Sami
That's what I
Zayn's cooled
think.
off, bro. He's cooled off. I'm sorry. LA
He
Knight should
should have
most
won
over
it, I
right
think.
now.
Yeah.
LA
You
Knight will
think
get
LA Knight should win the
slaughtered.
Royal Rumble?
Sami Zayn, if Sami Zayn was going to win the Rumble, they would have had him win over Cody.
They would have put it
Exactly.
off this year.
That's the weird thing about WWE lately. I said like WWE from like right now to this time last year. I don't think I've ever seen the company deliberately cool off so many hot acts like within a year. Like Drew was hot, you cooled him off. Sheamus was hot, you cooled him off. Owens and Zayn were hot, you cooled them off.
Sheamus
It's
is
like,
mad
why-
about that shit too.
Yeah,
Sheamus
Yeah, that's
is
what I heard.
tight. He don't he's not feeling that shit.
yeah. He shouldn't be world champion, but he definitely should have won the Intercontinental title. Because, like I said, Gunther doesn't need that shit anyway. He's already ready for a world title. He could be challenging Seth tomorrow, and everybody would just accept it. Gunther's already ready. He didn't need that belt. So,
I'm
yeah,
glad-
they've cooled
I
off
am mad
Sammy
that-
for sure.
Yeah, true. I'm not mad that Gunther won the IC title though. He actually made that belt matter. He made me care about the IC
No, it's
title.
not about him winning the belt. It's about the longevity. You know what I mean?
I think the problem is WWE has always had this mentality where it's like, we can do it later. And it's like, but sometimes later doesn't come. Like, you got to strike when the iron's hot because people may not care a year from now. So, that's the mistake.
And I would
And
call
this is why I'm saying, why do you have to have Cody challenge Roman? You're really going to have Cody in the main event of Mania again? You think people are going to care?
That
That's
documentary screams Cody's winning the Rumble.
And why I say this, if WWE was gonna do quick gratifications, watch they get bashed and stuff because people always what Daniel Bryan said years ago, fans are fickle. If WWE would just rush things when they want it right there, they gonna say, "Oh, this person wasn't ready. WWE ain't doing this right." You know how they is. So WWE is doing these not striking while the iron is hot and giving them the big rub later on and stuff because when WWE was doing this, they would get crucified for it.
Like that
Well,
whole
it depends,
documentary.
bro. It depends. I think that nothing Cody does. Let me phrase this.
Hold on,
in a
wait.
different way.
Stop. No, I'm not gonna let that one slide. You said when WWE did that, they got crucified for it.
Yeah.
Since when did WWE get crucified for pushing somebody that was piping hot?
Deserves it. That deserves it.
When?
Seth Rollins Seth Rollins, Kofi Kingston, the
You know,
WWE versus.
talking about wait, stop. No,
What?
you're not gonna do that. You just breezing by names. First
No,
off,
I'm not breathing names.
yes you
Everybody
are,
wanted
yes you
Seth
are.
Rollins.
First off,
No,
how you gonna sit there and say that about Kofi Kingston?
no, because people start hating his reign towards the mid of in the middle of 2019. People was hating because he was doing goofy stuff as champion. People was bashing him for.
No, they weren't bashing him for what he was doing. They were bashing him because he was fighting the same three people on pay per view.
And not only that, that was like months after he was champion.
These were all of Kofi's
See, I think
feuds.
I think
These were
Marcus,
all
you're
of
talking as
Kofi's
if like he had a Rey
feuds.
Mysterio reign. Like I remember Rey Mysterio actively being booed when he was world
Right.
champion, but he was booed for a different reason.
Yeah.
Seth and
He get his
Kofi were
ass handed to
never.
him.
Seth was booed like near the end with the Fiend shit, but Kofi was never like audibly
No,
booed.
Seth was being booed towards Baron Corbin feud.
That's
Yeah,
Like
because
before the end.
basically,
that's
you can't
because he
say
was
anybody that got pushed at the right time got booed.
they
Anybody
weren't
that got
booing
pushed at
Seth
the right
Rollins
time
with
did
that. They were
not get
booing
booed. Maybe down the
yeah.
line they got booed. Maybe down the line, but not at that
Personally,
specific
right,
moment.
right. Personally, I think that the issue with Cody, and we can kind of use that to kind of go into the Brock match. I just personally think that nothing they do with him is going to really matter because fans are never going to be as invested as they were the first time. Like, imagine all the shit that Daniel Bryan went through in 2013 to 2014, right? He wins the WWE Championship. You know, Triple H turns on him. Randy pins him, you know, the authority and all that shit. You know, the Yes movement, CM Punk quitting, everything that happened, right? Batista coming back and winning the Rumble. Imagine if they did all that. He beats Triple H. He faces Randy Orton and Batista just for him to get RKO'd. Randy wins, right? And then it's like, all right, well, we'll push Daniel Bryan next year in 2015. Do you really think the fans would have cared? No.
Hey,
You
but
have
during
to
the
strike when the iron
2013,
is hot.
well, when Daniel Bryan was getting the push in 2013, WWE did build for almost a whole year. Cody just win 3 matches, gets injured, wins the Rumble, and just go in to beat the champion. No, I don't sit well with that.
Bro,
I
Triple
don't
H did the
sit
same
right with
thing.
that.
That's the thing. That's the thing that doesn't make sense. Triple H got hurt. He tore his quad. He came back, won the Rumble, and he won the belt. And nobody complained
Didn't
And
about
it
he
that.
win the Rumble
that
at
was
30? Did he win the Rumble at 30? Or was it 15?
Triple H won 2 Royal Rumbles, but
No,
Triple H
no,
won.
I'm talking about
Triple
the
H
year that
won
he
the
came back
2002
off a
Rumble.
torn
He
quad.
tore his quad. He came
yeah.
back, didn't wrestle any matches, just
Was
came
he
in,
number
won the
30?
Rumble, and then won the title at
No, he
WrestleMania. So
wasn't
that
30.
He wasn't 30 that year?
No, it
What number
wasn't.
was
It
he?
was
And it
2000.
don't matter.
He
Fuck
won
all
at
that.
he
Talk
won at
about this.
26.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Like Bigfoot.
Because you know, we gotta wrap it up soon.
Well, then let's talk about the
Let's move
last. Well,
on.
then
Let's move on
let's
to
go on to the main event then.
3-man event.
Oh, well, did you guys cover Cody and Brock, or we just agree Cody's winning?
yeah. We don't care about that. We all know this dude.
Bro,
Cody's
listen,
I want to
Toby,
see a crossroads on fucking Heyman. Fuck that guy.
Toby,
We
we
all
don't
know
care about
Cody's
Brock
gonna win
versus
that
Cody.
shit.
We know Cody's gonna win. We just want that feud to die. We still haven't gotten an explanation as to why that
Right.
happened.
Maybe we get an explanation tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah.
At this point, it don't even matter. As
We ain't
long as
getting
this
it
is
Yo,
the
I
last.
ain't gonna lie. If the explanation is good enough, it just might matter.
We ain't getting one tomorrow.
We would have got an
Dude,
explanation by now. We're on the 3rd match and we haven't gotten a reason. Come on
Dude,
now.
we didn't get the explanation how the Giants survived the Cobo Hall fall from
Hey, you
'95.
know, y'all know, y'all know what WWE should have explained why Brock attacked Cody and stuff based on what happened in 2014. Cody could have brought that up. Cody, y'all remember Dustin and Cody facing what's his name, Road Dogg and
what's the name of the Road Dogg and his tag team partner in
New
2000?
Age Outlaws?
New Age Outlaws.
Yeah,
Outlaws?
New
I
Age
wasn't anywhere
Outlaws.
near that match.
Y'all remember when they was facing the New Age Outlaws and they was about to win, and Brock came in the ring at F5 and cost them the match. Cody could have
That is
brought
a
that up.
terrible.
That's
That
not a
is
good
a
enough reason.
terrible
Damn,
excuse.
I
That's
didn't
a
remember
terrible
that.
reason.
Nah.
That is a terrible
Uh,
reason.
That's not a good enough
Yeah, like
reason.
I didn't remember that. Like,
All I gotta say about all I gotta say about the main event is they totally dropped the ball on this build with Roman and Jay, because like this shit is like, I think what it was is that it looked good on paper, but man, they dropped the ball on this build because it's too predictable, bro. You have him talking to Roman on the mic, where he's like, "Oh, all I got to do is beat you again," and then tonight you have him facing Solo, and then he beats Solo. Like, you're just making it too obvious. This is just wrestling 101. You know,
Yeah,
like
for
hey,
Jimmy,
try to make it
for
a
Jimmy
little
to
bit
come out,
unpredictable.
for Jimmy
hey,
to come out and screw.
hey, maybe Jimmy do come out and attack Jay after the match, because I feel like Solo getting beaten tonight. Rand's gonna beat Jay tomorrow by himself.
No,
He-
he's
That's why I
not.
said they made it too obvious. They made it too obvious. It's like, I think they had the story planned out, but they didn't. I think they had the match planned out, but they didn't have like, okay, how are we going to get there? Because this build has just been so one sided. Because ever since Jay pinned Roman, it's like most weeks Jay is getting the better of them on the mic. Or I think like there's only been one time where they attacked them, and like Roman and Solo were standing tall, but
It was
every
like
other
the week
segment,
before.
like Jay gets the better end of them, and you know how wrestling is. Whoever's the last person standing on the go home usually loses. It's just like, bro, this is way too predictable. So I don't even care about this match anymore. I was actually interested in this match like a month ago. Now I don't care. And that's not even Roman's fault. That's not even Roman's fault. That's the booking. So
I'm shocked you saying it's not his fault because you
no,
know
it's
how he
not.
be
Yeah, it's not. It's Vince
hating
or
on the
Triple H or who
drip
the fuck is
god.
booking this shit. It's too one sided, bro. If Sandman and I are beefing and like I fucking attack Sandman every week, it's obvious. Oh, okay, Tope's gonna do the job. It should be back and forth. Like have Roman, like have Roman attack Jay one week and then have Jay attack Roman. Go back and forth. Like how Rock and Austin were. This has been a completely
Well, even hold on, like I would say this, like they don't want to do that because there's only but so much moves they could do towards each other. You can't just have them beat up each other every single week.
Yeah, you can't have Roman
Because
murdered.
that's what's
right.
happening.
But you agree though that this has been one sided. Like it's too obvious. Like they're making Jay look too good, just so people can be more disappointed when he loses. I don't feel like this match has any drama. It did like maybe 3 weeks ago, but it doesn't now.
Jimmy's gonna put
Well,
the knife in Jay's back.
What
predictability.
happened tonight? Did they have a face off tonight?
No, what happened tonight was he
No.
faced Solo in the main event. The whole story being, okay, Solo softened him up for Roman, and then Jay just beat him clean. He just beat him like straight up, no bullshit.
Well, you gotta look strong. You gotta look
No,
strong.
but then after the match, like Solo tried to attack Jay, but then Jay fought him off, and so like Jay's the last person standing. So it's just like, oh, that's just so obvious. He's gonna lose now.
You can tell.
And yeah, I know what you mean. Like WWE logic. I hear you.
Right.
You can tell
Yeah.
by the way Roman's talking that Jimmy's gonna come out, put the knife on Jay's back, and
Yeah.
then Roman
Is there
will
a
murder Jay.
possibility? Is there a possibility that Jimmy rejoins Reigns after attacking Jay?
That's what I'm saying. Jimmy's going.
I
That's
think there's a better
literally
chance
what they
that
just
Rikishi
said.
actually shows up and does
That's what he
something.
would.
I mean, Jimmy rejoins Reigns and Solo after.
That's what I just said.
That's what they just said.
I think there's a better chance Rikishi actually
Yo,
shows up.
look.
It's about time for
Yo.
him to say something.
Yo,
I
look
did
at
it for
Marcus.
Roman.
Now Marcus gonna say, "Yo, I told you this is gonna happen. I told y'all this was gonna happen."
I just be feeling. I'm just good with these predictions and
see,
stuff.
see.
I don't get more. I don't get more than two predictions wrong and stuff. I don't get more than two.
I told you. He
I
thought
just
about
be
this just now. Like he's like the Black Chris Jericho. He
and
invented it all.
you know what? I'm good with this because back I told Black Star this. WWE actually told us when Seth was when Seth was about to lose the WWE title in
WWE
2015.
told both of y'all that?
No, I'm
Didn't tell
saying
me
no,
that.
no, no. I was saying that they let
That's you said WWE told y'all. This they told both of
no,
you.
no, Sam. I was saying that WWE they let people know when they about to pull the plug and stuff because when Seth Rollins cashed in 2015 on his interest thing, it was like a little snippet and it showed the Survivor Series gimmick, not gimmick, graphic, and that was basically telling everybody when he was about to lose the title because he was supposed to lose it at Survivor Series 2015, and that graphic on the WrestleMania 31 pay per view when he came out and cashed in, it showed up for a split second, and that was a hint that WWE let people know everything through little tiny hints every week, and
That
I'll be
wasn't a hit. That was a
looking at
mistake.
this.
That wasn't a hit. That was a mistake. Somebody got fired for that shit.
So do y'all all agree? Do you all agree that Roman Reigns is winning them all?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, I
Jimmy,
do.
I
Jimmy's
want
gonna
to
put
see
the
some. I want to see some. I want to see some brutality tomorrow. I don't
Jimmy's
want
gonna
it to be just a straight up win for Reigns. He should just start smashing him across the head
Jimmy's gonna put
150
the knife.
times.
Yeah,
Jimmy's gonna put the
yeah.
knife in
Tribal
Jay's back.
combat.
Jimmy's gonna
Yeah.
put the knife in Jay's back. Roman's gonna kill Jay. Jimmy's gonna side with Roman. Maybe Rikishi comes out. Maybe The Rock comes out. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, that's dead. They ain't not doing nothing.
They not
That'll be
rocking.
that'll be a shock if Rikishi or The Rock, any one of them, was to show up. I really
The
doubt
Rock
that.
ain't coming back. Yeah, at all.
And then not only that, when it comes to Rikishi, because you know if Rikishi comes back, he got to do the whole stink face. Who's gonna want to take that spot? Ain't nobody trying to have this old ass fat motherfucker rub his ass cheeks in your motherfucking face.
I'm still salty, bro. I mentioned it before. I'm sorry, man. I'm still salty about the fact that he went into the Hall of Fame and he thanked everybody but Too Cool. That legit pissed me off. I was like, bro, like that's
You're
his claim to fame,
looking
dude.
fly to
That's
die.
his claim to fame. The fact that we called him like right now, we're referring to him as Rikishi. No one's calling him Junior Fatu or the fucking Sultan. That was sucked. He was Rikishi.
Didn't? No, wait a minute. Didn't Brian Christopher die at that time?
Yeah, he
I'm
That's
did.
even more of a reason.
I'm surprised Rikishi was never given a WWE title reign. 'Cause
I'm not.
all the Samoans, it seems like all the Samoans being WWE champion or held
And
some
Marcus,
type of title.
well, Marcus, to answer your question, Sandman already said it a few minutes ago. It's because he's fat. That's the reason why.
Like, you got your WWE champion rubbing his ass on motherfuckers' mustaches.
They made the Big Show. They made the Big Show the world champion, and he was fatter than Rikishi.
True. True.
You also, I may throw a lot of jokes at Big Show, but you know, shouts go out to him because
Well,
yeah,
I
like
mean,
because
my
he
only
is
regret for
trash.
the big, my only regret for the Big
But
Show
him
is
with that,
remember.
hold on, wait, like him with that condition that he has, because you know he has the same condition that Andre the Giant has.
Gigantism, right?
Yeah,
That Giant can't, and he's been taking care of himself way longer than Andre the Giant was able to. I give
The
him
yeah.
only,
for that.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
Big Show looked legit depressed tonight. I felt sorry for him.
the problem
yeah.
with him, I think the problem, like he's definitely a Hall. We could probably just do like a whole show on him because he's got a very fascinating career. He's definitely a Hall of Famer, without a doubt. The problem with him is that he was a giant. He still is a giant, but like no company ever really booked him like he was
WCW
long
booked him
term.
well.
I was
In
about
the
to say
beginning, they did.
WCW.
In the beginning, they did, and then they didn't. And the thing about WWE was WWE never booked him like a legit monster. Like people forget, like when he debuted, like it was cool, right? But like go back and watch that shit. It was fucking stupid. He threw Austin out of the cage, costing Vince the match. Like that was dumb. And then I think Nate mentioned this, like when they did everybody always gives WCW shit for the stuff they did for free. Like they did Hogan and Luger for free. They did Hogan and Goldberg for free. When they did the first Austin Big Show match, it was like on a random episode of Raw, and Austin just beat him in like fucking 3 minutes. It was stupid. It was dumb.
The
They
only
always had, you know,
the
it's
only
crazy. They always had Austin beat the Big Show in under 5 minutes, but yet they have guys like Kane, The Undertaker, Triple H go like 10 minutes or 15 minutes with him. Like I never understood that.
the only thing I had to say bad about the Undertaker, I mean not the Undertaker, Big Show is how many times he turned face to heel. He
I
turned from face to
remember.
heel a billion times.
Yeah.
I
I'm still
remember.
convinced that they flipped a coin when it came to Big Show. Like this week he turns face, heads he turns face, tails he turns heel. Like that's what I think they did with him.
Like I remember, and everybody might agree with me, except for Marcus, who probably didn't watch. But I remember when Chris Benoit faced the Big Show at the time he was a Giant, and I remember Woman and Miss Elizabeth trying to take off Benoit's ring attire so he can he can start the match. They start the match, and Big Show freaking Spartan kicked Chris Benoit straight to their quarter. Picked him up
I
by
gotta
his neck,
check. I gotta check that out.
picked him up by his neck while he was on the ground, lifted his ass up, and then chokeslammed his ass.
Oh my
I was like,
god.
Yeah,
shit.
WCW, he was doing
Yeah.
like missile drop kicks and kip
He was
ups and everything.
doing yeah.
So
Well,
Big Show
listen,
and
hold on, hold on,
so
wait. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to shut it down.
okay.
All
Y'all gonna
right.
pull up tomorrow for SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be live. If not, I'm gonna be in the chat.
All right,
Same.
cool. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. I'll see y'all tomorrow for SummerSlam, B. Y'all know the
All right.
vibe.
It's at
Yes,
5, right?
sir.
Is that 5 my time? Around 7 your time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you sub. Make sure you share.